Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Waterbury police make 6 prostitution arrests.
Wow, 6.
Where are the hookers in your city? Can you call in and tell us? Good morning.
Hey.
203-882-9757. Waterbury police have arrested and charged 6 people with prostitution. They were conducting an investigation specifically targeting prostitution activities in the Willow Street and Hillside Avenue areas.
Oh.
So that's where they are in Waterbury.
Right.
But is there only one hooker location in Waterbury? Are there different levels?
Right.
Like, oh, well, that's the mid-range level.
Right, we're the high end.
If you want the high-end level, you have to go over this part of town. And if you want the low end,
Right. Yeah, and you're
you can go over here.
really desperate.
They pay you.
Or homesick. One of the two.
Everyone arrested is a resident Waterbury. They range from ages 33 to 43. Waterbury police say they've been working with the Gang Task Force, Auto Theft Unit, State Police Violent Crimes Task Force, and statewide Organized Crime Investigative Task Force to address these quality of life issues.
Yeah.
Oh, they're cleaning up Waterbury's, hey?
Yeah, mama. Pretty shot, too. I saw the pictures of the girls. Oof.
Oh, there's no reason to go there.
Oh, I'm just saying.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. I guess you'd expect me to see it on like TV. And
How do you
movies.
think they'd feel if they saw a picture of you?
Oh, they'd probably go, oh, they'd probably charge me double.
They'd be
Matter
like,
of fact,
oh, my
they'd
God.
say
Like,
no.
if they looked at me, they'd be like, Jesus.
They'd say no.
What the hell's going on?
They'd say, they throw a rock and stamp their foot. Go away from me.
All right, where are the hookers in your city? Brain?
Morning.
Yo.
Hi.
In Milford, Lot Lizards truck stop.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big
Lot-
thing. Lot Lizards go every night there.
Okay, so that's, all right, that's the, what's that
The
called?
pilot station.
Pilot.
Yes.
Yes.
Off 95.
Milford.
Connie and the pilot. Yep.
And a Wendy's. Eat late. Eat right even late.
Yeah, you get everything hot and juicy.
Yes.
All right, later.
All right, thank you
I
for
had
that.
questions. That wasn't, that's gross.
Brain.
Ugh.
That's
Here,
where we had
Brain, touch this.
Touch live power
Yes,
lines
touch
or
it.
any power lines.
That's what, yes. That's what you get.
Not so juicy anymore.
I just wanted to know, like, when you pull into the Milford Pilot in a truck, do they knock on your door? Is it like,
Right. You flash your lights
it's
or
like
something.
door-to-door sales, you know,
Yeah.
hi, I wonder if I can interest you in some of my wares.
Right.
Or is it you have to go walking around?
Right.
Like, where do they stand somewhere? Are they in the dine? Is there a diner?
Right. Is there a depot where they all hang out?
I want information.
Yeah.
We can ask someone who lived there for 3-4 days.
Who?
Remember we had Wingnut?
Oh, that's right.
Staying overnight in the car.
Right.
Oh, right. Fish nipples.
Lafayette Street, New Britain.
All right, so in New Britain, writing all this down.
Right.
So we're making a map.
Exactly.
All right.
Little hooker map.
Are you a clown?
Oh my God, I'm laughing. All right.
Lafayette Street. That's the only place
Yes,
in New
sir.
Britain? The only place.
Huh? It's the only one I've ever heard of.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your spot.
No, I never paid for it.
No, I'm just
Okay.
saying that's where
All right.
that's where you would go if you wanted something.
Yeah,
yes.
that's my spot.
That's
Yep.
not what I was saying. It's just saying it's a
Oh,
spot. Okay. All right.
Later, guys.
All right. I feel like I'm almost being assaulted by his laugh. All right, New Britain, Lafayette Street, Milford, the Pilot,
Right.
truck stop.
I guess we also know Waterbury because they released that in the,
Right.
was it Willow Street?
Truck stop.
Willow Street, yeah.
Yeah, it's Willow Street and Hillside Avenue. Come on, Bridgeport, New Haven. Does New Haven have sections?
I know New Haven. What was
That
it?
was years ago.
2 streets before.
How many years ago was that? That was over 10.
I had my FJ back then, so yeah, probably
Yeah.
like 10.
Yeah. Hello, Chaz and AJ.
How's it going?
Good.
Hello.
Ferry Street in New Haven.
Ferry Street.
Oh.
Where is that?
We were just approached this morning at 4:30 at the Dunkin' Donut over there, where the Seatown is. Me and my guys, I was picking my guys up at the Dunkin' Donuts this morning, and a couple of, I call them broads, they come over and asked if they could have a ride, and then it went from a ride to if we needed anything else, and I'm like, do we look like we need something from you guys?
No would work. No would work. They do have feelings.
Do we look like we need something from you?
Tax now, you know.
I
And I'm
shower, I have clean clothes. I can get myself a woman without paying for it.
God's sake, just ruined.
I like how you were insulted by that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like a high school girl at, you know what I mean? All old high school girls that we went to high school with are down there prostituting. It's kind of funny. It's like a school reunion when they're over there.
Ooh.
Oh, it's like a high school reunion.
Class of 86?
Wow.
Yeah, they're all dirty looking. You could tell which one is which. They dress different, too.
What do you mean, which one is which? What does that mean?
Like, they're nodding out. You can tell the prostitutes from not the prostitutes. They're on the bus corners, you know, anywhere nodding out like they're getting ready to kiss the ground, and then they wake up and look around, and then they're doing it again. It's that stuff they're putting in, heroin, that elephant tranquilizers, I heard.
Oh, okay.
You know a lot about this stuff.
Right, you sell it?
Well, my guys are from over there. You know what I mean?
Oh.
They get intel.
They all tell me to watch out when I'm going there in the morning. It's either I go there or McDonald's across the street, and McDonald's is the wash station for them. They wash up after they're done, I heard.
Oh, really? So you pick them up at Dunkin' Donuts, and then they clean up at McDonald's.
Right.
Yep.
It's all fast service and good napkins.
What do
Don't go to either one of those places.
All right. So you own a company?
Yeah, I'm a contractor.
Contractor? What kind of work do you do?
All kinds. Building, roofing.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
You know, anything.
And then your guys all meet at one spot, and you pick them up.
Yeah, because none of them drive. You know, they all lost their license.
Right.
They all lost their license, or never got it because they're not from here?
They're all bicycle riders.
Well, they just, you know, it's a number of things.
Right.
Money. Lacking the money is one thing, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. Well, at least they show up for work. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, no, they're good guys. You got to watch out over those neighborhoods you go to. I don't like going there, but I got no choice. I got to get the guys, you know?
You got to get the guys. You got to get the work done.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So Ferry Street, New Haven.
Right.
Yeah, over by Seatown in the same parking lot as Dunkin' Donuts, and then McDonald's is right exactly across the street.
Okay. What is? Do I want to know what C stands
Seatown's
for?
it's a very cheap like food store.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like where
Yep.
you know, it's a low budget.
And also a very obvious joke.
Well, I'm glad to make everybody laugh this morning. Have a good day.
All
and
right,
man.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. All right, so we're putting our hooker map together.
Right.
We have Milford, the Pilot Truck Stop. I'm guessing that's the only place in Milford.
That's all I've ever seen.
That's all you can get. In Milford, you'd stand out.
Right.
New Britain, Lafayette Street, New Haven, Ferry Street, and at various bus stops.
Yes.
Pickles on the road.
Hey, can I give my wife's address?
Would this be current wife or ex-wife?
It's up to you.
Both.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That good.
Nah, I better not. I'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
But
Should
they
cut your
deserve it.
Your current wife deserves that?
Yeah, it's going to be soon to be ex, so whatever.
She with somebody else at this point?
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
Yeah, it's awful, man, but they don't stop, you know. You think you get a good one, and it's the same thing over and over again.
Right.
Well, maybe it's you if it keeps happening over and over again.
Do you work a lot?
Yeah, are you away a lot? I do. Yeah, I do work. I do. No, I'm in good shape. I mean, I'm a good-looking, smart guy. I'm Pickles, man. You know, so jeez.
Well, how did you get the name Pickles?
I've seen most Pickles. It's the short and green. Curvy.
Well, Pickles just came one time ago. It just stuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big deal.
How long were you married for this time?
Almost 3 years.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, man. It's
came
like
and went
you got
fast.
a good one, and then
That's the aluminum foil anniversary.
Yeah.
When did your gut tell you the good one was maybe not that good?
Well, it really wasn't my gut. It was like I found her phone, and that's what did it all. Yeah,
I had no idea. You see the phone, it's like, man, what a bummer.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for you.
Exactly. Yeah, whatever, man.
What are you going to do? That's on her, not on you.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you go to Ferry Street.
All right, well, yeah, I was just going there. There's Ferry Street. There's Lafayette Street in New Britain.
Right.
There's the Pilot Truck Stop.
Yep, get some wings while you're there.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think I'm taking a break from everything.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
All right.
A little sabbatical.
Thank you, Pickles.
Later.
All right, we're putting together a hooker map. You know, they got those wine trails and they got the, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, brewery places and the antique trail.
A whore trail.
Is that
a horse trail?
I was going to call it a hooker.
Okay, hooker
map.
trail works. Okay.
Hooker map.
Hooker map, that works.
Hunter and Clinton.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Hello.
Hey, a friend of mine, actually, we were talking about this the other day, and he said that there's a website called Rub Maps of certain massage parlors
How does it work?
around the state of Connecticut.
Nice.
So this map is actually made for you, and depending on where you are, I guess you could just pick and choose.
Right. Which one has the specials? Gotcha.
Exactly.
You know, it's true.
So, I
Wait,
don't know.
what do you mean specials?
And more than just a massage.
the 5-finger discount?
Exactly. More than just a massage,
Exactly.
yes. Yeah, the extra value meal. Right, the off-menu menu.
Off menu
I didn't mean to put
Right.
a damper on your map, but
Right.
I think there is one similar.
There's
to
one that
yeah.
exists already.
I mean, if you think about it, Milford does have a lot of massage parlors.
I
So
didn't
there
think
could be
about
other
that.
locales.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Rub maps.
Yep.
AJ, Google rub maps.
Okay. If my computers go down. Great.
Now, when you say that, what do you? All right, Hunter. Thank you.
Rub maps. I'll just rub maps. Okay. Google. Rub maps of Connecticut. Rub.
Let's listen to the alarm go off in AJ's
Rub map.
computer.
Right.
Somewhere HR's getting an email.
Right. Rub map of Connecticut. I'm going to put that. Rub maps. Boom. Look at this.
Really?
Hartford Massage Parlors Reviews, New Haven, Wallingford, Manchester,
You didn't ever have
Walling.
to click through like an adult page or anything.
Norwich,
They just let them
Milford,
write it.
Milltown, East Hartford.
Well, this doesn't necessarily mean it's a complete rub. It could mean they're partial rubs, right?
I guess. Let me look at. I'm gonna look at
Oh
Milford.
boy! I feel like we just struck gold.
Yes, we did. I mean, need gloves for this one.
Okay. All right, we got stuff to do, and then we're gonna
Yes, we have stuff to do.
we're gonna get back to this stuff.
I have to
I'm
click
too
on.
interested in
I have
this.
to click on. I'm over 18.
There it
Okay,
is.
there
That's
it
what I
is. There,
thought.
now we're getting
Yeah.
somewhere.
God.
What was that? So we're supposed to put a bed there. That's supposed to have music.
Right.
They told us they didn't have any yet.
Oh, that's good to know.
No, I know that it was our job to do that.
We didn't pick it yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, let's not put those in then.
Okay.
Let's not put them in today,
Right.
and then we'll figure that out.
Exactly.
I don't need a guy just saying Chaz and AJ.
No, we don't. No.
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 Okay, the top 10 movie and TV clowns. 203-882-9757.
Turning mostly cloudy, maybe some isolated showers today. Upper 60s, 58 now. Woodbridge.
95 southbound, we've got delays starting in Bridgeport around exit 27. This will move southbound through Fairfield and also Norwalk, where we have heavy delays reported. Just starting to see some traffic building on the Merritt Parkway. That's going to begin in Trumbull around exit 47. This traffic report brought to you by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and more for a child in poverty. And there are thousands of kids who've been waiting over a year. And their wait, sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
Top 10 movie and TV clowns. Andre and Derby.
Good morning.
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 I hate clowns, but I loved Homie the Clown on Living Color.
You remember Homie the
I don't
Clown?
think so. Homie don't play that.
Homie don't play that.
Homie don't play that.
Homie don't play that.
Always whacking the kid with that sock.
Oh, best.
Mitch Halleck on the list.
Homie the Clown is number 10.
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
And he was a former convict who became a clown. And every now and then he goes into little spacey rants.
He was the worst con you would want at a
Yeah,
birthday
I love
party.
his little sing-alongs where we'd start off in sweet and then turn into talk about him being incarcerated by the man and this and that, blah blah blah. And the kids couldn't keep up with. I said, keep singing. He used to wail those people hard with that sock.
Was it sock with like coins or whatever?
There was something in it, but just blast the kid. The one time when the kid had an ice cream cone, and the kid put the ice cream cone in his head and just blasted him with it.
Mike and Derby.
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Morning.
Yeah, he probably had soap in it. You know, the whole jailhouse rules.
Maybe, who knows?
How about Pennywise?
Pennywise from It is number 5 on today's top 10 list. Pennywise the Clown.
Pennywise has only 4 minutes of actual dialogue in the entire film, but a lot was improvised by every actor that played him. And he can take the form, whatever prey the kids fear most, he can become that character. Remember that one time that giant spider down in the first one?
Right.
Yeah. I thought he was a much better clown than the remake. There was something about Tim Curry's version because he just seemed more real and more perverse and evil.
Yeah.
They float. They all float. My balloon, Georgie.
It's a long movie.
It really is. It really, really is. You know, I like when that one kid, Bill, had a stuttering problem, and Bill looks in the cemetery and he's digging 2 graves. He goes, "How you doing, Bill?"
Yeah.
Such a great character.
Brain.
The Joker.
The Joker would be number 1 on today's top 10 list. The Joker, the clown prince of crime from Gotham City. Batman's number 1 foe.
And
When does that movie come out?
Yeah.
Next week.
Well, apparently,
October 3rd.
his look was inspired by famous rock stars like Johnny Rotten, Iggy Pop, and Pete Doherty, and his real name was Jack Oswald White.
What do you think of this movie that's coming out? It looks like a musical.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody that liked the first movie, and then this one's a musical fantasy. I'm like, really? That's what you went with?
Right.
I don't know.
Next is 3D.
Lady Gaga. Okay. We'll
Right.
see.
It's got to be musical if she's in there. There's
Right.
got to be
It
somewhere
doesn't
where
have
she
to
starts.
be. She wasn't singing in that movie about the Gucci's, right?
Which one?
Gucci?
Stars Born.
Was it Gucci?
Oh, yeah, she was in that. Yeah. Versace.
House of Gucci or Versace or what? What
Right.
was it?
Something like that.
Versace, probably.
Gucci.
Gucci?
Yeah.
Gucci.
Well, Gucci, Gucci, Goo. She'll be singing next week.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I'm looking forward to that one.
Sounds like Mitch
I
is a
think I'll
hater.
wait until that one comes to streaming.
Yep.
Singing and dancing?
Right.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Lots of clown music.
Mm-hmm.
Joe in Plainville.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How about an old school classic, Bozo the Clown?
Bozo the Clown is number 2 on the list.
Wow.
Played by many people, even the weatherman that used to be on the Today Show.
That's right. Willard Scott.
Bozo? No, he was Ronald McDonald, not Bozo.
Well, he was also Bozo in the Washington, D.C. market.
Okay. But apparently, it was actually created for Capitol Records as a mascot in 1946.
Really?
He was originally featured on a children's record album and read-along book set. He's featured in television shows in the United States, Mexico, Brazil, Greece, Australia, and Thailand.
Wow.
I used to watch it every day.
Yep.
Did they have a version that was out of New York City?
Yeah.
Did they? Yeah, like
Right.
a local,
Yeah.
and like local kids would go on it.
Right. Picks. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Always keep laughing. And the treasure chest. He always come riding in on the train. I'm like, oh, I want that train set.
That's a creepy clown.
Very creepy
Bozo
clown.
is a creepy clown.
Yes, he is.
All right, top 10 movie and TV clowns. And then we get back to our hooker map of Connecticut. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR. 10 movie and TV clowns, Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, Mitch Halleck, king of Terrificon, the Nerds, and CT GamerCon.
Yes.
Doing the list. What do we get so far?
So far, we got Homie D Clown. We've got Bozo the Clown. We've got the Joker. And we got Pennywise. So we got 4 out of 10 so far.
Oh, we're doing pretty good here. Paul in Scranton.
Good morning, gang. How are you?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
He was only on one episode, but Eric the Clown on Seinfeld?
Eric the Clown.
No.
Yeah, no.
Did not get
No?
that
Okay.
one.
Real quick, back pages. If you Google back pages, you'll come up with body rubs to stay on
All
your
right.
theme for today.
I appreciate that.
Okay, don't ask, Mitch.
Yeah, don't ask.
You don't want to know.
Just stick with the clowns.
All right, thank you, Paul.
Have a good day.
All right,
Have
you
a
too.
good day.
Hey, did you have Keanu Reeves? Was he scheduled to appear at Terrificon?
No, sir. He was down the street at the other casino performing with his band Dog Star, and he's a friend of mine, and I just happened to mention it and said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if Keanu Reeves showed up at Terrificon for a little bit? And he goes, oh, he can't do that. He's rehearsing. They got practice. I said, just ask him. You'll never know unless you ask somebody. And then about 2 days later, I got a phone call on Tuesday, just before the show, and it's Keanu Reeves. And then he says, yeah, I'll show up for a couple hours. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Nice.
Wow.
It was really him, and he showed up.
Mind
He
blowing.
hung out. Yeah.
I heard super nice guy too.
And that's the only Comic-Con comic book convention that he's done, right?
Ever. Yeah, people have offered him 6 figures to be at shows, and he's turned it all down.
Wow.
And he showed up here for free.
Congratulations,
Just
man.
ask. There you
That's
go.
wild.
That's awesome, man. That's great for
Right?
you.
And then you gave him some Terrificon T-shirts.
Yeah, he saw the one I had on, and he said, oh, how do I get one of those? I said, well, I know a guy. And I said, so I brought him a bunch of different versions. I said, which one do you want? He's like, can I have all of them? And I said, sure, $20 each. And then I said, no. What are you going to do with them? He said, I'm going to wear them. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, I'm going to wear it tonight. So sure enough, he went to go do his concert, and people were sending me pictures on their phone, and he had the Terrificon T-shirt on. And I've just seen it.
Cool.
That's excellent, man.
Last week he was wearing it in Arizona. He was with some fans, and he
Nice.
had it on. So I should start selling that T-shirt for more money, more than $10,
Man.
as seen on Keanu Reeves.
Right.
And AJ, you went. You had a good time there?
Oh, yeah. Eric Estrada was fantastic. Was super nice guy. Didn't get the chance to meet Larry Wilcox, unfortunately, because he was leaving early to go to a flight to L.A. But I met, was it Christopher?
Christopher Sean, he was a voice actor. He was on soap operas in Hawaii Five-0.
Right. Him and his wife are the ones who urged me to clean my crystal, but they want me to do it by moonlight, which, thank God, it does not moonlight every night. Thank God we have Our
It does
Lady.
not moonlight every night.
It does not moonlight every
There's a
night.
T-shirt.
Exactly. But yeah, definitely a great time, man.
Thanks.
Mike in Woodbridge.
Oh, good morning, guys. How are you?
Hey.
Morning.
Hey,
Okay. TV and movie clowns, right?
Yes.
So what about TV clown Red Skelton?
oh, he used to play a character called Freddie the Freeloader, but he did not make the list because I didn't think anybody would remember him.
Right.
Yeah.
But my mom used to
Do you
have
have any
those.
circus clowns on there?
There was
It's
circus clowns?
TV and movie. So
Yeah.
So if they were
so it's a
mentioned on
TV
it-
or a movie.
Right. Technically, they're all circus
Okay.
clowns.
Since you don't, I was going to say Emmett's the old clown.
Emmett
Oh,
Kelly
Emmett,
Jr.?
Emmett Kelly. Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
Emmett Kelly. I can't remember his last name. Thank you.
yeah.
All right, Mike.
Kelly Jr.
Robert Clinton.
Did you say homie already?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Clarence?
Clarence? From
Clarence. Clarence the clown.
Is that the one on The Simpsons?
I thought Clarence is Krusty.
That's not Clarence.
No, Clarence the Clown is from. Isn't that from like a Happy Days episode?
I don't recall.
There was a
Remember,
there was
but
a
there was the Clarence. Yeah.
No, that was Clarabelle.
Clarabelle.
Clarabelle, because Richie
Clarabelle,
got a
that's
picture with
Clarabelle.
Clarabelle had makeup
Oh.
on.
No, Howdy Doody's mascot. There.
Right.
Yeah, Clarabelle. I did not have
Okay.
Clarabelle.
Yeah, Richie posed as a kid.
Okay.
That's right. I
Yeah,
knew
them
you would
little horn. Yeah.
get the reference. Happy Days.
Yep.
All right. Thank you. Cindy, Long Island.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Everybody.
Yo.
Hello.
I'm going to guess it.
Yeah, you got that already.
Well, that's Pennywise. We
Pennywise.
got that one already.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yep.
Sorry. Yeah, that was the only one I can think of. All right. What about Ronald McDonald?
It's a good
Ronald
one.
McDonald's number 3 on the list.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
And he's the
There you
one
go.
first played by Willard Scott. First appeared on TV in 1963, national TV advertised in 65. Before becoming the national mascot, the ad agency actually considered making him a cowboy or a spaceman instead.
Have a good day,
Thank you,
everybody.
Cindy. The very first version of this clown was frightening.
Very frightening. And looked made up. Like he had like cups for ears and stuff like that.
Yeah, his nose had a weird.
It looked like he fell in the
button.
garbage.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he looked like a serial killer.
Yes, he did.
It was
Very
the
much
yellow
so.
and red like outfit. It's very, like it's just in your face.
Yeah. No, but I agree with Chaz. I mean, he looked evil, like someone who was going to kill you in the parking lot and take your fries.
The little statue guy that they had that you could like sit and pose with.
They still got that.
Yeah.
They have that in Milford.
Yeah.
They never keep them in good shape though. Like the faces usually have fallen
Milford's
apart.
Milford's is in mint shape. It's indoors. That's
Yeah.
why.
Oh, that's why.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Google original Ronald McDonald. I just did it. There are some very scary Ronald McDonalds.
Yes, there are.
It's a good time for getting together. To pass around a smile or two. It's a good time for music and magic. With Ronald McDonald and you.
Times you want to spend with McDonald and friends.
When you hear about the fun never ends.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
Yeah.
Matt and Trumbull.
Friends.
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Good morning.
Hey.
Krusty the Clown from The Simpsons.
Yes, number 4, Krusty the Clown. Hey. He's on the list today.
His real name is Herschel Kristofsky, son of a rabbi. The rabbi just owned him and he decided to go into comedy. Matt Groening actually pitched a live-action Krusty the Clown spinoff to Fox, but it never happened.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
You.
He was also supposed to be Homer at one point. If you ever look at him,
He looks like Homer. Yeah, it's the same face.
Yeah.
They just put makeup on him.
Yeah.
Mark and Meriden.
Mark.
3, 2. Emma.
Morning.
Hey.
I'm going to go with Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Not on the list today, but that's a good one, though.
All right. I tried.
You did.
No. That's a
Good try.
I am stuck on this picture of one of the Ronald McDonalds. I don't know if this is real or not, but a square box. It's a black and white picture with a square box as a hat and a cup, a McDonald's cup as his nose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like
That-
someone just like made that in like an hour.
That can't be real.
I don't know.
But it
No,
is.
I've seen that picture.
Well, if you look at
Really?
the Willard Scott version, he wasn't far off from that. So
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And didn't even try to change his voice. He had the Willard Scott voice. You know, that
He's a homeless
deep
guy.
weatherman voice as
Right,
a
which is
clown.
scarier.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
All right, one more. Jim in New Haven.
Hey, someone got Krusty the Clown, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Sean Cusick, the plumber there in that movie? I can't think of it.
Me neither.
He's me.
No.
I was going to say Krusty, so that was my guess.
It was a good guess.
All right. It's okay, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
All right, thank you. All right, let's
All right.
wrap it up.
All right. Number 10 was Homie D Clown. It's a D, not the. It's D.
With D Clown.
Homie D Clown. Number 9 is Harley Quinn, female Joker's girlfriend. Kind of counts. Number 8, a TV show clown that was mentioned often but never seen from a classic Mary Tyler Moore episode, Chuckles the Clown,
Right.
who
Yep.
died. And at his funeral, they gave his famous line, a little laugh, a little dance, some seltzer water in your pants. Number 7 was Twisty the Clown from American Horror Story. Big fat looking clown with a giant teeth like a shark. Real scary. Number 6, from the new Terrifier trilogy of horror films, Art the Clown. The kids know who that is. We don't. Art the Clown. Number 5 was Pennywise from the movie It. Number 4 was Krusty the Clown from The Simpsons. 3 was the scary, sketchy, homeless man-looking Ronald McDonald. Number 2 was Bozo the Clown. And number 1, Cesar Romero, Heath Ledger, whoever you want, the Joker was the number 1 clown from TV movies. And that's it.
Thank you, Mitch Halleck, King of the Nerds, creator of Terrificon and CT GamerCon.
Turning mostly cloudy today, maybe some isolated showers, upper 60s, 58 in West Haven.
95 southbound, heavy stop-and-go traffic reported at exit 27 moving through Fairfield. We also have delays now on the Merritt Parkway, heavy stop-and-go in Trumbull. That's going to start at exit 47 moving through Fairfield. This traffic report brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline, 877-MAD-HELP, or visit mad.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
LeClaire. Do it like 10 feet from the microphone. You're losing your energy.
Yeah.
It's taking a lot out of you.
Yes, it does.
Hey, it's Chaz. If you need propane, get it from...
LeClaire.
LeClaire. Heating and Air.
Monflower.
My friend Rich over there will help you every step of the way. Whether you need propane, heating oil, check in with LeClaire Heating and Air. Always a good time to get that furnace serviced. I'll tell you, it's a lot cheaper to have someone come by, change a filter or whatever.
Yeah.
Blow it out, whatever it is that they do. You just kind of open the door. You say, it's down there somewhere.
Right.
They go, they clean it out. That's a lot cheaper than having someone come in the middle of the night because your furnace went down.
Seriously, now you're freezing too at the same time. So
Exactly.
yeah. It's more convenient all around.
I remember when I bought a house, that was one of the things my father told me. It's like, you got to stay up on these things.
Right.
You know, if not, it costs you a lot more money. And I learned it the hard way with my car. I didn't change the oil.
Right.
I was like, well, I'll just run it dry, and then I'll put 5 quarts in.
I guess there's walking now.
Exactly. It becomes very expensive. Yeah. The same thing with a furnace. You can save a lot of money just getting it serviced.
Yep.
And whether you're doing that, or if you need heating oil or propane, or you're doing a kitchen or a bath remodel, they have master plumbers, LeClaire Heating and Air. They're always looking for good people, too. 203-735-1700 or LeClaireHVAC.com. All right, back to the hooker map.
Yes.
Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR. Waterbury police made 6 prostitution arrests. We're talking about that. It was the Willow Street and Hillside Avenue areas, and we thought, well, why don't we put together, you know how they have a wine trail?
Yeah.
Why don't we put together these known locations for these type of activities?
Right, for ventures folks.
All right, so we have Willow Street, Hillside Avenue, Waterbury. We have the Pilot Truck Stop in Milford.
Right.
We have Lafayette Street in New Britain. We have Ferry Street and various bus stops in New Haven. And what somebody called in a website?
Yeah, it's just that there's what they call a rub map.
Okay.
And rub maps.
This is a massage. It refers to massage, by the way.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly right. So apparently there are rub maps for all over Connecticut, various Connecticut towns. So I thought I'd start with Milford. Now, I typed in rub maps of Connecticut. There's Manchester. There's all these different towns. New Haven.
We're more focused on our area.
Right. So Milford, and now in order.
What about one of these like? What about East? Let's go with East Haven.
East Haven.
Show me East Haven.
Let me see if East Haven's here.
Let me get some music. We need game show music here.
Yeah, I have New Haven. I don't have East Haven.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing. There's no hookers in East Haven.
Apparently not. No. We've got Hartford, New Haven, Wallingford, Manchester.
Show me Wallingford.
Wallingford, okay. We're going to go to Wallingford. All right. Now, in order to access this, I have to press the green button that says I'm over 18. So you guys are witnesses when my computer goes down and I get yelled at.
Mentally, you're 12.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Am I pressing the button?
You're pressing the button.
Okay, pressing the button. Oh, hey. Okay. Wow, there's quite a few places here.
In Wallingford.
In Wallingford, yeah.
Really?
Yes. We have the Health Massage Center in Wallingford. We've got the Blue Spa, spelled UE.
Now, keep in mind, this is places to go for a massage.
Right.
That's all we're saying.
That's all we're saying, yes. Okay. Right. The new healthy...
And we're not even saying it.
Right.
We're saying this website's saying
They're saying. I'm just reading what they have.
We're reading what they're saying.
Anybody can access this over 18 years old.
We're not stopping on anyone's dream.
Never. If you make money, whatever. New healthy aroma. I don't want to know why.
New healthy aroma sounds like a clean place.
Right. New healthy aroma.
New healthy aroma.
The Relax Island Massage.
Oh, that sounds good.
Right. The
what's that smell? I smell coconut.
Right.
I can smell coconut.
Essential oils.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I hear like beach music.
Right. Exactly right. There's a mint julep for you. Yep. Don't worry. Be happy. Yep. There's like white sand on the ground.
Don't worry, Mr. Happy.
There's the Relaxing Massage Spa, which sounds nice. The Body and Soul Day Spa.
All right. So it's just a list of
right. Of various places.
And they're places to go for a massage. That's
right. Exactly. That's what they say.
All right.
Yes.
That's a little disappointing. I'm a little disappointed in this list.
Right. Should I check Milford?
You seem to want to check
I'm
Milford.
just curious. I want to know.
Okay.
Because this one here is around the corner from my house, the Ginkgo Beauty Spa.
Ginkgo?
Ginkgo? Right. Yeah. And right around where I get my cigar is Ming's Oriental Massage Therapy. And there's always a girl in the window. Always a girl sitting there in a chair by the window.
She trying to get out?
No, she's always just like, I guess that's where they hang out until
Wait,
you get a massage.
She's standing?
Sitting in a chair in a window.
Oh.
Then we get the front door.
This is like, hey, this is
right.
It's like putting a meat in the display cabinet.
Exactly, right. Exactly. Here's our wares.
This is who you get when you walk in the door right now.
Right. So that, like, they get the doorway and then they get this big picture window, which 3/4 was closed
It's
up.
like normally there's a mannequin with some clothes on or some kind of a display or a jacket hanging.
Right.
But here they have an actual live person.
Right. Several times I've seen a girl sitting in that chair. It's like a red velvet covered, like an older type of chair.
Yeah.
It just kind of sits there looking at the window.
Right. Yeah, so. Victorian era chair.
Exactly. Yes. We're trying to touch a class,
you gotta class it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's funny. Is most of these pictures I'm looking at, and I know where all these places are.
All right, hold on.
Covered over.
Jesse, there's a reason for that. Jesse on the highway.
Hey.
Yay.
Hey, we got Hartford, Weathersfield Ave.
Weathersfield Avenue.
Right.
In Hartford.
Yes,
Is there, how long of this? Sounds like that's a long road. Is there a particular spot on Weathersfield Ave?
You can just tell. You can tell who they are.
You can
Okay.
tell. Right. They wear a little sign like Uber. Says hooker.
You could tell.
Right.
You could tell.
Right.
All right, Jesse. Thank you. All right. Mayor Stewart won't be running for his 7th term. And George Temple, first selectman of Oxford, on to give us an update. Not on massage parlors.
No, not at all. No. So turning
on bridges.
Right. Turning mostly cloudy, maybe some isolated showers, upper 60s, 58 now in Brantford.
We have an accident reported in Bridgeport. The right lane is currently blocked on the Route 825 connector. This is heading southbound just before exit 2. 2 cars involved in the crash there, and we've got delays over 45 minutes expected. This traffic report brought to you by Aer Lingus. Enjoy connections to over 20 cities across Europe when you fly nonstop to Dublin from Hartford with Aer Lingus. Great fares from Bradley International Airport, now available on airlingus.com. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
All right, Mayor Stewart not going to run for re-election in New Britain.
Nope.
That was kind of a surprise for everybody.
Yeah.
She says she hasn't made a decision on running for governor. She says she's going to wait to see how the election shakes things out and what the temperature of the people are or is. And then, she'll wait until after the holidays. Oxford first selectman on, George Temple. Hey, what were your thoughts on that?
Well, I thought Aaron was doing a great job. You mean the Aaron Stewart not running?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised too. I think she's really 100% all in for New Britain. You know?
Right.
And I know her father very well. He beats me at golf.
Oh.
Yeah, I've met him a couple of times. Stand-up dude. We've been good friends with the mayor since she was elected. She was the youngest mayor.
Yeah.
When she was elected.
Like 26, something like that, yeah.
And we've done lots of events with her.
She may be young, but she does have ability. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
It's kind of sorry to see her go.
It sounds like she's getting ready for a run for governor.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you never know how that's going to work out. On the Republican ticket, because even though you might get the nomination, somebody primaries you with a lot of money, and they're the candidate. So,
yeah. Is there any word if Bob Stefanowski's going to run?
I haven't heard anything. No.
Yeah.
Not a peep.
I never really get an answer when I ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I don't know if Governor Lamont's going to run for re-election.
I think. Let's just say we had the bet right now. We had to put money.
Yeah.
Because he may not even know. So.
Well, I mean, I will say he's been very, very good for our town in the disaster that we had with the flood. So, even though I'm a Republican, I recognize people of the political bent that still have, when the tears are dry, they're there for you. And I think that's the case here.
I'm going to bet that he'll run.
Yeah,
that's my bet.
I think he likes it. I think he likes doing what he's doing. So, and he has a very good team. And I'm talking in terms of our little area of the world where we
right.
had
Your perspective
that was devastating to us.
Speaking of that, when are those bridges that connect 67 to some of the rest of the town? When do you think those will be in place?
Well, the Ridge Street Bridge, we expect them today, and they've been working on it. We managed to put that together without the need of putting a span in, because we already had one. So they've been working very hard on that. And
is that the one on 67?
No, it's right off of 67. It's
okay.
This is a town bridge. All the 67 stuff is state bridges.
That one looks close. It looks like they were pouring concrete. Is that a temporary bridge or is that a real bridge?
That's going to be a real bridge, I believe.
Okay,
excellent.
And we have we just
that's the last.
Is it
going through Oxford? Yeah,
thank you.
Detour.
Thank you.
Right.
We signed up for Seth Den, which will be that'll be a temporary bridge that can be turned into a permanent, which means we do all the footings now, and we do all the buttresses or whatever a bridge requires, and they have the span. They'll put it in place, and then and then we will have a 2-lane bridge.
Great. It's a little bit challenging now, AJ, getting from one side of town to the other.
Oh, I've noticed.
Because there's a, well, that's you every day.
It's challenging for me.
Yeah.
And I'm the first selectman.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, we've really done a lot.
It's unbelievable.
That we've had.
When we had the concert at Quarry Walk, people were coming into town for the first time saying, "Oh man, I can't believe all the damage." I said, "You should have seen this like 2.5 weeks ago."
Seriously, yeah.
Like it was nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Do you remember when I drove you down Route 67 and told you to take a deep breath?
Yeah.
Both sides of us were
driving over some spots that I'm sure if we should have been
questionable
areas.
Yes, tricky. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I've done worse, I think, in my life. So, but it was really, it's really great to see the way that we're coming together as a town, and the outside help. And we need it. Believe me, there's still people that maybe without heat in the winter if we don't do something for them, and hot water heaters, and people actually last week fighting mold and getting stuff out of their basement, and we were able to help them along with that.
Yeah, you have you set up a fund. So there's the Community Rising Fund that this company and Channel 3 teamed up with Team 4. But then there's an Oxford fund that's specifically for Oxford residents, right? You have $100,000 in that one now, and you want to let people know about that?
Oh yeah, it's the Oxford Flood Victims Fund. That's the name, 4 words, Oxford Flood Victims Fund, and they could send it on to Town Hall in Oxford, or they can go on the internet and the town website, and that will give them an ability to pay by credit card or whatever, and would have instructions. But this is something. It's tough. It's tough to see. The devastation and the pain that it really inflicts on the people who were the flood victims. But I will say this for them: they don't give up, and
no,
they're very grateful that even though that they suffered a lot of damage, they were able to. They're still here. We lost 2 people.
Yeah,
it was so. They have a fighting attitude, and that's kind of what Oxford's all about.
Well, we'll put that website. Can you text it to me, and then we'll put it on our website and Facebook as well. And so, whether you want to donate money to the fund, or if you live in Oxford,
or if you need it,
and you need help, you could apply at this website.
Yeah, and we have there's 5 people that will determine who gets what. I'm totally
I had one of them call me and ask me about someone who applied, and they were doing their due diligence, so I was very happy to take that phone call.
Cool.
All right, Oxford First Selectman George Temple. Do you know anything about Diddy? Do you know who P. Diddy is?
Oh yeah. I mean, all I know is you can't dance to his music.
Right, but he has a soundtrack in his car right now. It's in his player right now in the car.
All right, at least he's an artist. That's I'm pretty impressed.
Right.
Well, I go back to the Four Seasons and the Beatles.
Okay, has anyone seen this video? The video clips of Frankie Valli coming up, lip syncing on stage at 90 years old. Is anyone getting that? Am I the only one getting that on TikTok?
I have not seen this.
I have not seen it, no.
Oh, my God.
Wouldn't surprise me, though.
TikTok knows I like oldies.
Yes.
And they send me these video clips, and it's Frankie Valli on stage, lip syncing, clearly lip syncing. Some of the songs, he's not even moving his lips.
Right.
He's just standing there.
That's how talented he is.
Unable to blink.
Right.
And, some of the captions are, "This is my effort at work on Friday." I love it.
Nice.
I went to see the Tokens at Mohegan Sun.
Oh my God!
And,
What is that? Is that the Lion Sleeps Tonight? The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Yeah, that's 50 stuff. Yeah.
And, you know, that guy still has it.
Wow.
It's still his voice, and I don't know how he can.
That P. Diddy, he's like no Tokens. He's no Frankie Valli.
No, he's not.
All right, First Selectman George Temple, thanks for coming on. Send me that website, please.
I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, George. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Former Navy guy, submarine guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I brought up P. Diddy because somebody's supposed to be calling in right now.
Oh.
It's the internet's go-to legal analyst, badass lawyer, prior L.A. deputy district attorney, host of Top 5 entertainment news podcast, The Emily Show.
Right.
And she was going to tell us about Diddy.
Did he get to her?
Did you, have you been watching these stories? They're coming out fast and furious.
Yeah.
There was one where, what was it, a former dancer came forward? Was it yesterday with Gloria Allred? Is that her name? The famous attorney?
Yeah, that him and the bodyguards did bad things to her.
Oh, my
crying,
God.
poor girl.
And they made a video.
Yeah.
This is like his move. He films everything.
Yeah.
It seems like it.
What the hell's wrong with you?
You know, I'm surprised, but then I look back and he shot someone in the face for throwing money at him in a nightclub decades ago. Right. So I shouldn't be surprised.
Mr. Etiquette, yes.
I'm surprised that it's taken this long. Now that I hear these stories, I'm like, why did it take this long?
Money.
You think?
You have that much money, there are people running blocks for you.
What started all this? You know, there's always a crack and then just the floodgates open.
I think it was the moment he was born.
It was what?
The moment he was born.
What?
The moment he was born. The guys just, they ain't right. He just ain't
right.
No,
I know, but what started, why is all this coming out now? Something happened, right?
Yeah, I know under investigation, they were raiding his places.
No, but that's after. Something,
right.
Was it the video of him in the hotel, like kicking that girl? Was that what started it?
Yeah, I don't know if it was any one thing, but a couple of these sort of deep dives that I've seen, they all point to the arrests that were made in the Tupac murders, because there was years in between, and they finally arrested guys. Right. And now they're asking them questions. And now all of a sudden, P. Diddy's under fire. They're not letting him out on bail. Right. They're like, there's more to all of this, definitely. They might not be able to prove it, but they don't want him going anywhere.
Just scratching the surface.
Yeah, I want to talk to this girl. So we'll get her on the phone at some point. All right, dumbass news. The odd place, a guy decided to cut his toenails.
Turning mostly sunny, mostly cloudy, maybe some isolated showers today, upper 60s, 59 now, Wallingford.
95 southbound, we've got delays reported starting in Bridgeport. This will be around exit 27, moving through Fairfield. And then on the Merritt Parkway, looks like heaviest delays will begin in Fairfield around exit 46, also moving southbound. This traffic report brought to you by ChumbaCasino.com. Introducing Chumba Casino, the thrilling online social casino that's free to play. Head on over to ChumbaCasino.com now to join in on the fun. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
Guy cut his toenails at a hotel pool.
You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. You're grade A, number one, bona fide, first class.
All right, we have some audio.
Dumbass. You're a dumbass.
Hey, good morning to comedian Colin Pescarella.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Where was this recorded?
Once you overseas.
Oh, really?
Maybe at one of Diddy's parties.
Yeah. Exactly
It's the new,
right.
It's the new style.
Yeah, that was a clipping party. Yeah, right.
That's the kind of freak nobody wants. In
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no lube required. No.
Is it okay to cut your toenails while lounging at a hotel pool?
No.
Let's go around the room. No?
Never
No.
in public. No.
Never
Yeah,
in public.
Never in public. No.
No. Colin?
Why?
No.
Why?
Ruth? What do you think, Ruth?
Absolutely not.
No, never.
No.
What if you're a hot girl?
No.
No. Okay.
Always.
People are wanting.
Always.
I knew you would change.
During dinner.
Yeah.
don't-
Touch your feet
I don't-
anytime you want.
I don't care. Yeah. Exactly right.
Painting the toenails hot.
Yes.
Clipping the nails not so much.
The little boomerangs going around the house.
That's right. There's little.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even
Step
worse,
one.
that file that leaves like the powder behind.
Yes.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I feel like I'm breathing it in when I walk by.
You can snort it, Phil. Go for it.
No,
Yeah.
Make
thank
some
you.
lines at it. Parmesan.
Whatever you do at home, AJ.
So we're 100% no on this. AJ's a yes if it's a girl.
If it's a hot girl, yes.
If it's a hot girl, you're a yes.
No, if it's kind
At the pool.
If it's a kind you can picture taking a poop, no.
Wait, what?
There are two different girls. There are girls who are hot, and then the kind you can't imagine even going into the bathroom. And then there's the kind you can picture going to the bathroom. Yes. So that one, no. So the hot girl, yes.
You need to
Wait,
spend
there's-
less time online.
Wait, there's one you could picture
Yeah,
going to the bathroom.
Yes, exactly. Right. There are certain people you can picture going to the bathroom.
That's what when you see a hot girl, you picture her going to the bathroom?
No, if she's hot, she's like little rainbows and unicorns come out.
I think I know what you're saying, but I don't want to help you right now.
I appreciate that. It's pretty
I think
obvious.
it's more fun to not help you.
I think most people got what I mean. Like, there's some you can picture sitting there with a cigarette and a coffee, taking a dump.
This is
the Rosie the Riveter type, and then the kind you can picture the
Rosie the Riveter.
Right,
A
exactly.
1944 reference.
Well, there are also pinups nowadays that do it as well. So
Okay.
that's actually a day that they have that with girls will dress like that.
All right.
But
What can I tell you what you're trying to say?
Go for it.
Okay. You're trying to say that the girl is so hot, if you saw her on the toilet, she would still be hot.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. And then there are kinds that you can picture.
Yeah. You don't see a hot woman and picture her making duty.
No, you do not. No. It doesn't happen.
That
Does
would
not
be
happen.
weird if you did that. If
Does
you
not
saw a
happen.
hot girl and was like, wow, I bet you she looks good making a duty.
Where they make potpourri.
That's
They make potpourri. That's where it comes from.
Ugh.
Right.
Want to come over and make duty?
You can use my downstairs toilet.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'd like
no.
to thank AJ for making the toenail segment a duty segment.
No. It evolved that way.
Right. Now this guy
By
clipping
you!
Yeah.
You
Doesn't
evolved
seem
it
so
into
bad now.
that.
He needs to shut up sometimes.
Can I tell you something?
He really does.
You're the one who said dumps.
A guy
I
clipping
can do it for you.
a guy clipping his toenails at the pool now seems fine.
No. Still no.
No, it's still bad.
No,
It's
I'm
still
like,
bad.
I'll take that over watching a girl make duty.
I'm not saying I want to watch. I'm just saying there are people, the kind you can picture in your mind.
Why would you picture it?
I don't know. I didn't think we'd get this deep into the conversation.
Well, you brought it
I
up.
just thought it'd be like a reference point. Ha, we move on. My apologies to those who are eating right now.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, never clip your toenails.
Now,
at
when
pool.
you picture this girl making duty,
Right.
is she clipping her toenails?
No. Well,
Okay.
although she could, because she's already bent over, yeah.
Right.
That is good time efficiency, though. That
It
is
is.
really
That's-
maximizing your productivity right
Yeah,
there.
that is multitasking big time.
Where do you clip your toenails?
Usually the bathroom or maybe
Where in the bathroom?
sitting on the toilet,
Sitting on the toilet.
with the toilet lid closed, using as a seat. Yes.
Okay, so you clip them and then they're on the floor. Then you.
No, each one I clip, I take it and I put it in the garbage, and then I just keep repeating.
Are
Okay.
you there
Yeah,
for
no,
like
they go-
38 minutes?
They go right from
That's a long
from on me into the garbage.
Okay. That's a long, tedious process.
Right. And then I wipe down the area with that I was working.
The work area.
The work area, in case there's any strays or any powder, as Phil puts it. Yes.
Right. Well, there's no powder unless you file. Do you file your toenails?
You got to file. Yeah.
That's how you ruin socks.
Because you have rough edges. That's how you ruin curtains.
No, just get a sharp blade.
Right.
Colin, are you paying attention here?
Sadly, yes.
Colin's like, I woke up early for this.
He's like, I'm coming
It's
at
like,
7.
I had no idea.
I'm coming at 7:30 from now on.
This story seems so underwhelming now.
I know. We held on to it for 2 weeks, too.
I know. This was like, I'm going to do this story.
You gave me too much time to think about it.
All right. Well, so a woman on TikTok posted a video after a guy sitting 15 feet from her cut his toenails, and then he brushed them off his towel onto the ground.
Oh, so now we'll step sign.
She doesn't actually show anyone, so she may be making it up for clicks on her account.
Sitting at the pool, watching the kids live their best life, and I can hear this clicking. I know what sound that is. Please do not let it be true. Right near where I'm sitting, some dirty pig is cutting their toenails about 15 feet away from me. A grown man is cutting his toenails by the pool. And the worst thing is that when he finished, he just scooped them all off the towel onto the floor. Please tell me I'm not the only one.
What's worse about this video is that she's a hot girl on a toilet making duty.
Exactly.
You know, I don't even know if I want to do this next segment because it's something bad that happened to me, and I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh, come on.
This just happened to me a couple nights ago. I haven't processed it yet. I don't want it on the air. This is not going to be a video. It's not going to get replayed. But Jennifer insisted that we tell the story on the air.
Cool.
99.1 PLR, Chaz and AJ in the morning. Comedian Colin Pescarello hanging out. He's hosting the open mic night tonight at the New York Comedy Club in Stamford. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Uh-oh.
Would you like me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 nights ago, we were going to bed as per usual, and we're in bed, and Lady, we have 2 cats. Lady, our tuxedo cat, always lays in front of Chaz. If he's on his right side, she lays in front of him, and they cuddle. And I'm just jealous, but that's another story. So he's petting her, as he always does, and he says to me, he says, "Hun," he goes, "do you smell duty?" I said, "No, I don't smell duty." He's like, "I smell." He goes, "I smell ass." I said, "I don't smell ass."
It smelled like, something the cat would do to you if they wanted to mark their territory or something.
Right. To spray the scent. Yeah.
The scent. I feel like I was just scented.
Eau de cat. Yes.
So he says to me, he goes, which I would never do for anybody other than you. You said to me, "Smell my hand." and I smelled his
I was
hand,
rubbing her butt right near her tail.
Right.
Oh,
yes.
no.
They love that right there.
Right.
Yeah, the base of the tail right to the back. That spot, that's the money spot.
That's the
money
zone.
spot.
That's the zone.
Yeah.
Marshall lifts his ass up when I do that.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's exactly what was happening.
Firing position.
Tail is straight up.
Right. Cannon ready.
Ass is pointed towards me.
Tail is straight up.
That's their most vulnerable. There's a total trust there from a cat when that happens.
Right. Or you're going to get it.
Okay.
So he says, "Smell my hand," and then I smelled his hand, and it reminded me of when I had my German Shepherd. And you know when a dog, their anal glands need to be expressed, it's that really like poop, rotten fish smell. That's what it smelled like.
Right.
Chaz goes, "Oh my God!" He shoos her off. He gets out of bed. He goes, "I have to wash my hands."
Well, yeah.
Most folks do. Let's have sushi right now.
Well, yes.
Some finger food would be great right now. How's cookies?
So he gets out of bed, and he washes said hands, and then he says something to me that will forever be etched in my mind. He goes, "Honey," he goes, "I have a brown spot on my nose."
Oh, no!
Bullseye. Like a little suction cup.
Was that from when you went to take the first initial smell?
How close did you get?
Oh, God.
Maybe that's what it was.
I think it was
You leaned in
rub,
too far.
hand to first inspection transfer. That's what I think happened.
Here's why I don't like this story, because it makes our bed
your sanctity
sound like,
a pig bed?
It's out in the barn. It's a very clean bed. It's a very nice bed. It's white bedding.
Right.
It's a very clean atmosphere.
Right.
The cats are clean.
White bedding.
Well, it was white.
It was white.
So it's the end of his nose.
All of a sudden, AJ doesn't sound as crazy.
No, I do not. This is awesome.
I wanted to make you feel better.
No, I really appreciate that. Thank you. I love you too, man. Wow.
So I get up yesterday morning. Now he gets up. We check all the bedding. Everything's fine. We shoo the cats off. We fall asleep. I literally have tears in my eyes falling asleep that night. Just hysterical. So yesterday morning, I get up to make the bed as I always do. And like Chaz said, our bedding is white. And I'm going to fix his side of the bed. And there are brown droplets on his pillowcase.
Oh.
Guys, it's so bad.
So the cat was like a cannon?
I don't know. What happened there? What happened? I don't know what happened.
I'm assuming the cat was like a cannon.
Do they walk on the bed before you get in?
When she looks like she fired.
No,
No,
they'll get up and they'll wait. Like it,
right?
It's very routine.
Yeah.
They wait. I have a very specific way I get in.
Right.
And then I lay down. I get on my side. She comes right over.
Right. Almost like a dance move.
Yeah. Furley will come up and then she'll kind of chase Furley off.
Right.
And then, I pet her for a while.
Right.
And then she relaxes. Then she lays down. And then
she sharts.
And then you You know what? When you saw when you saw that circle in his nose, you should put an X above it. Let's play tic-tac-toe.
Oh, God.
It's so
please, God.
embarrassing.
It's animals. Animals every now and then.
Animals are animals,
They
but
gotta
it just...
they got to let you know they're an animal
They
sometimes.
get unpredictable sometimes.
Yep. And apparently yours was loaded.
So now what are you doing with that pillowcase?
Kitty cannon.
Oh,
I wanna burn it.
God, I took it off and I switched it out.
Wow.
Yeah. But I left it spread out in the bed so Chaz would see it when he got home.
Is that little chocolate on my pillow?
What's wrong with you?
It's weird. There's marks to the left and the right, but right in the center, there's nothing.
Usually chocolates in the pillow are wrapped. Little Hershey's Kisses for Daddy.
This is so embarrassing.
Little chocolate kiss for Papa.
So gross. And I got to tell you, it was... And Phil, I didn't even think of that because I thought, man, she's a good shot.
Yeah.
She hit me right on the tip of my nose.
Right.
And that
Bullseye.
must have been it. It must have been me smelling my hand, and I probably put it there.
Oh, Lord.
That's why you got it so intensely. It was
Right.
literally touching your nose. You're like, do you smell that, Jennifer? It's like, no, I don't smell it. I don't understand.
The whole room smells like, I don't know why. I went in the kitchen and still smell it.
Oh, God.
That scenario I love better than the biggest piece to come out hit me right in the tip of my nose.
That's accuracy, though.
Do they use the litter box together? Because I wonder if, like, one kicked a piece onto the other and she didn't, like, do anything wrong. Maybe it was just there from, like...
That's a lucky shot, man.
That is a lucky shot.
Well, they dig, they wipe, they scratch.
If I was a detective, I think your scenario would you put on your...
I think
that's what happened.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, right.
That my hand took it.
If not, your cat's a
And
marksman.
I put it on my face. It didn't fly through the air and land on my face.
The little kitty cannon. I need coordinates. Coordinates.
Oh,
right.
God.
Left. Center.
It's like Battleship.
Fire.
B-12.
Direct hit.
Oh, Jesus.
You stunk on my battleship.
But we'll just, it just happened 2 nights ago. And last night, we'd just be sitting there in silence, and all of a sudden, this one starts hysterically laughing and crying, and I know why. No words were said. I know she's picturing it.
The day that will live in infamy.
I said, Hunter, are you going to share the story? He goes, Hunter, I have to work it out. I just have to work it out in my head.
I couldn't do it yesterday.
Right.
That means he's trying to buy time until you forget. Right. Stop asking.
I thought maybe next week I'd do it.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye.
Okay, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Oh, my tummy hurts.
Mary in East Hartford.
So this might make you feel a little bit better, Chaz. Probably about 5 years ago, my husband and I were in bed, and our 2 dogs were in bed, and, normal night, and we wake up, and my husband's like, oh, my God, and he's, like, panicking. I'm like, what's wrong? And he opens his hand, and he literally has a small turd in his hand. And I was like, what is that? And our dog, our smallest dog, is looking at us, and he's like, I think it's Tony's. And I was like, well, why is it in your hand?
Right. Why are you carrying it?
He was cradling it, just so gently. And anyways, it was
a newborn.
I don't know why.
It was a newborn.
I don't know why he had it.
Did he wake up with it in his hand?
I will name you Hanky.
Yeah, he had just kind of little cupped in his hand, and he, was very as surprised as me. But it's been 5 or 6 years. I still tell the story to anyone that will listen and laugh hysterically every time.
Right.
The dog was like, you already picked this up anyway, so I'm just making it easier.
Right. Let me put it where you pick it up, where you put it.
Hey, I like your breakfast sausage.
Thank you. I feel much better, Mary.
There you go. Take care.
All right.
Turning mostly cloudy, Maybe some isolated showers today, upper 60s. 59 now, New Haven.
95 southbound delays will start in Bridgeport. This is around exit 27, moving through Fairfield. We also have delays on the Merritt Parkway southbound. Those are going to begin in Fairfield around exit 46, moving southbound into Norwalk right now. And then we've also got delays reported in Milford. 95 northbound. I don't see an incident reported, but between exit 40 and 43, looks like we've got heavy stop-and-go traffic there. This traffic report brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
Are these calls to make me feel better? I hope so. All right, Griffin. Prostate cancer is one of the most common cancers among men, affecting 1 in 8 men during their lifetime. It's the second leading cause of cancer death in men, highlighting the need for early detection. The American Urological Association recommends discussing prostate cancer screenings with men starting at age 50 or earlier for those with a family history or other risk factors. There's the PSA test. That's the blood test that measures the level of PSA, a protein produced by the prostate. It's routine. It's a procedure. It takes a couple minutes. It's fast and done.
Less invasive, too.
Then there's the digital rectal exam.
Yep. That's the one we fear.
A physical exam where a healthcare provider checks the prostate for abnormalities. This exam typically takes only a few minutes and can be done during a regular doctor visit or when your cat is
one of the two
with you right before you go to bed.
Right.
Contact Griffin at 203-732-1280 for exceptional patient-centered prostate cancer care. When detected early, prostate cancer has a 5-year survival rate of nearly 100%. 203-732-1280. appropriate one for what's happening right now. Gary in Bristol.
Yeah, how's it going, guys?
Hey, how you doing? What's up?
I'm good. So, you know how dogs will sometimes, or even cats, like they'll get their little treats, their toys, bring them in your bed and kind of leave them there?
Yeah.
Yes. What is that? What is that all about? That's them. It's like they're bringing you. It's like
It's a gift.
It's a gift, as if they're bringing you food.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard with cats, it's like, you suck at hunting, so here, eat something.
Right, exactly.
Here, I brought this for you.
I'll take care of you.
Yeah, my parents had a dog that would do that with worms. He would pluck them out of the ground, bring them inside, put them on their bed. My mother hated it because she'd go to bed and there'd be worms in the bed. So she'd always meet him before he'd get in the bed and take the worms out of his mouth. There was one day that she was going, he had some in his mouth. She thought it was a worm. So it's like, let me see what she had in her mouth. And she gets it out. And she's like, she just screams, "It's poop!" Grabbed
big worm.
Grabbed a little.
Go out with a cigar.
Yeah. He just grabbed the turd from outside. I don't know. Thought it was a worm. And just
Right.
grabbed it.
Last minute gift. This was a nice big fat one for you.
Yeah. After that, she wound up teaching him, like, just drop the worms because she was like, I'm done fishing shit out of that dog's mouth.
Stuff.
This has been an interesting 30 minutes.
Yes, it has.
Thank you, Gary. 99.1 PLR, Chaz and AJ in the morning. Still sweating from that story. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR. It's, sometimes pets do things and they embarrass you.
Exactly. You know they're an animal.
Right.
It happens.
I mean, we do things. I'm sure they look at it and say, what the hell?
Seriously. Yeah, why is it clipping his claws?
There's no way to look cool when you're walking your dog and your dog starts humping another dog.
No. Or your friend.
Or a leg.
Right.
Yeah.
Either or. You ever notice that your cats do this? Because my cat, if you're in the bathroom and you're sitting down, taking care of business, the cat has to be in there.
I will not let my cat.
Has to be in there. Marshall
no, I closed the door.
Marshall will.
No one should be around that.
The door's closed. Marshall will yell and scream, and you'll see his little claw, his little paw under the door going, ah!
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Let me in there.
You're not coming in.
I let him in because I'm like, all right, if you want to deal with this, let's go for it.
No.
Yep.
No,
and then he'll sit there with his back to me, let me pet him as I'm, it's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm sitting there petting him as I'm taking care of business.
That's
I'm
weird.
petting the cat. It's like a James Bond figure. 002. But yeah, a lot of cats do that. I mean, you cannot go to the bathroom without a cat. You're probably the only person I know who has not gone to the bathroom with a cat in the bathroom.
Oh, I think there's probably a lot of people.
Oh, no. I mean, a lot of people, the surest way to make a cat show up is to sit in the toilet. They will show up. Yeah, I don't know what it is. They have this thing about, I guess their height now, they have to show up.
This is a theory based on your research of your cats.
No, I mean, I've known other people. I've seen other people post about that on Facebook.
Other people post that they leave the door open
I
with
bet
their
you
cat.
if people called in right now and be like,
I don't want
my cat definitely sits down.
Phil, you have a cat. Do you go to the bathroom with your cat?
No.
Case closed.
Lies.
I would tell you if he did. You know what he likes? The shower.
Lies.
He wants to come into the shower. As soon as I open the door and step out of the shower, he wants to go in. He doesn't like the water running, but he wants to go into the water that's draining.
Yeah, to explore.
Don't cats hate water?
Yeah, that's why it's the weirdest thing.
Some do. I had a cat used to drink from the faucet. Both my cats, Monkey and Bo, drank from the faucet.
Yeah. Now, my Furley will get his paws wet.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like to be wet.
Right.
Like he'll walk in the shower to explore.
Right.
What just happened here?
What happened? Why is there fresh water?
I must
This is a
investigate.
different temperature I'm not used to.
Right.
What's going on in that drain? I hear a noise. Is there a mouse? What's down there?
They're curious.
Yeah.
They want to
He
know.
goes to investigate.
Yes.
But he has no interest. My cats, maybe it's because I just would close the door. I don't want. I am alone. I will go to the other side of the house. I don't want cats. I don't want people near me.
Every cat that I've owned has had to go to the bathroom with me.
Robin Milford.
Good morning.
Morning.
So I don't have cats, but I have dogs, and they always want to come in the bathroom.
Yep.
So my theory is they want to make sure you don't fall in.
Right.
You think that's it?
It's a rescue mission. They're on standby like a lifeguard.
I don't know. If I shut that door, they're scratching at the door.
They go nuts.
They're up to something.
Yep.
Really?
But
Maybe
every time I
separation
go in there,
anxiety.
I'm like, I'm safe. She comes in, she looks at me, she's like, okay, he didn't fall in. All right, I'm out of here.
Right. Well, you think about
That's it.
You're with the dog, and the dog goes to the bathroom. You're walking it. So it's a simpatico. Well, you were there for me. I'm there for you now.
Yeah, it could be that, too.
Well, I was tripod, and you were there for me. Now you're sitting down. I'm there for you.
Oh, I can't wait to change this subject.
My dog Jessie follows me in the bathroom.
What's that?
You're not.
What's that, Ruth?
It's true. My dog Jessie follows me into the bathroom.
Just Jesse.
Yeah. Chewy doesn't do anything.
Chewy's like, I'm good.
Right.
No, but he'll come and he'll sit facing away from me to guard me.
Yep.
Guard the door.
Yeah, Marshall will sit away from me, his head facing towards the door.
He's like, maybe that's what it is.
He's
You're in a
watching out.
vulnerable position.
Yeah, I'm watching out for you.
I got you back.
Right. So be close enough where I can pet him, which is also going to run
that's what.
when you run out of toilet paper, it's also pretty good.
Thank you, Rob. Okay, we are changing this subject.
Yes, we is.
There's news we need to talk about. Coming up.
Turning mostly cloudy, maybe some isolated showers today, upper 60s, 57 now in Cheshire.
Thank you to Nick. Called in reports of a fire. This, he says, is in Shelton, Derby-Shelton Bridge. Currently got a left lane, or at least one lane closed. I think the left is getting by, blocked for emergency vehicles. Kind of taking a look at what's going on over there. So just a heads up. This traffic report brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
So, did you know you can now use your own body's healing properties to revitalize your achy joints and get real lasting pain relief? It's AJ. We're talking about advanced regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics. Now, if you're tired of chronic pain in your knees, hips, back, or shoulder, it's something you need to check out. Everybody's talking about regenerative medicine, and local medical professionals at QC Kinetics are experts in these amazing treatments. You can enhance your joints, improve mobility, and get back to doing the stuff you love without pain, without drugs, or surgery, or downtime. Under the leadership of Medical Director Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in an exciting breakthrough using cellular therapies. They've got tens of thousands of satisfied patients, and the consultation is totally free. So go for it. Call now. Take action. Get lasting joint pain relief with help from QC Kinetics. 860-440-PAIN. 860-440-PAIN. Avon, New Haven, Glastonbury. 860-440-PAIN.
Okay, we're going to talk about Brett Favre in a second, but Ruth was trying to tell the tribe something on the Facebook page. Here, let me play this.
Oh my God, you guys. Okay, listen. Shh. Come here. I have something important to tell you, but it hasn't officially been announced yet, so we have to keep it quiet, okay? Someone will kill me if they find out. I'm telling you this. But I want you to know that...
Ruth?
Ruth! Wow.
I think the actual video made it.
Yes.
Onto the Facebook page. So if you go to the Chaz and AJ Facebook page, you get what Ruth was trying to tell us there.
She would have wanted that way.
We're not allowed to talk about it on the air yet.
No.
But we could leave it on the Facebook page. All right. Comedian Colin Pasquarello is hanging out. He's hosting an open mic night tonight at the New York Comedy Club in Stamford.
Yay.
Yep.
Did you see this Brett Favre announcement?
Yeah.
Sad.
Very sad.
Former Green Bay Packers quarterback Brett Favre, 54, disclosed his recent Parkinson's disease diagnosis during a welfare reform hearing on Capitol Hill.
Sadly, I also lost an investment in a company that I believed was developing a breakthrough concussion drug I thought would help others. And I'm sure you'll understand why it's too late for me, because I've recently been diagnosed with Parkinson's. This is also a cause dear to my heart. Recently, the doctor running the company pleaded guilty to taking TANF money for his own use. I believe that I got swept up in a civil lawsuit at the instigation of State Auditor Shad White, an ambitious public official who decided to tarnish my reputation to try to advance his own political career.
That's a weird way to announce you have Parkinson's.
Yeah, really.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Could have been a separate press conference by itself.
Man, it's sad that when I think of Brett Favre, I just think of those Crocs.
Oh, yes. Oh,
and I only saw the picture with the blur.
Right. Oh, I saw the unblurred.
Colin, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I never looked at the picture.
Yeah.
No, I saw the blurred version, and I saw the Crocs, and I'm like, why Crocs?
Right. Well,
they go well and they rhyme with.
Right. Exactly. Right. Just get rid of the R. Boom. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But I saw the unblurred version because that was out first, and it was not impressive at all.
You're weird.
I'm just saying, it was in the news.
This has been some hour for you.
It was in the news. Yeah. I'm not saying I sorted it out, but yeah, there was a link you click on. It's like, oh God. Okay.
Did you picture him on the toilet?
No, not at all. No. Not at all. No.
All right, then more football stuff. Jerry Jones does not remember making a remark about one of his players' private parts.
Oh.
This is a video. It's going viral showing Jerry Jones discussing a player's parts with Jamie Foxx during a past training camp. Despite the clip resurfacing, Jones claimed during an interview he doesn't remember the conversation. Do we want to let's play the clip of him talking about the part first.
5'9.5", 210. 5'9", 210. 4'1". Okay. 9 and 3-inch head. 8.5 inch.
So what is he looking at players, telling Jamie Foxx how big they are?
9 and 3 and 8.5.
Sounded like it.
9 and 3, 8.5.
Right.
Hut, go.
Wow, blocked that kick. How would he know?
And then he says he doesn't recall making those comments.
We have had a lot of experience watching players, talking about games. And so it's just kind of ironic, I think, when that was supposed to have happened a few years back. But I don't recall it.
That's right.
You're on tape.
But I can't tell what he's really saying. I don't know what he's really talking about.
What's 9.3 and what's 8.5? The size of their sandwiches?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't hear it.
That one there's a foot long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this could be why they're not winning.
Right.
It's just you're worried about the wrong stats.
Pay attention to the game.
Please.
Pay attention to the game.
Please.
Yeah.
He's got to be good on the D end. Look at that.
Right.
And wasn't he recently, a couple of years ago, in trouble for, having an affair outside of his marriage, Jerry Jones? He was with some, really young girl. There's always something in Dallas, and it's just not talking about wins anymore.
Right. The sideshow.
Let's talk about a really important event coming up. AJ Bordas is on the phone. Good morning,
hey, guys.
AJ.
Morning.
Hey.
Morning. How's it going, guys?
Good, thank you.
Really appreciate you guys taking the time out to talk about Mission 22 and our annual hike this year.
Absolutely.
So Mission 22 is a nonprofit organization dedicated to the battle against veteran suicide. Every day we lose 20 veterans to suicide. This is, you can look it up online. It's a VA stat, and unfortunately it's very real. A lot of these veterans are suffering when they get home. It's called the ward home because of the fact that they're just not able to leave the battlefield out there. So when they come home, they're running into challenges. Some of them are active duty and they don't want to mess with their careers because they have a family to take care of, so they don't seek the help that they need. So what ends up happening is organizations like Mission 22 step in, and what they do is they provide services within the servicemen and women's town, and they connect them with a service provider. And it's no cost to the servicemen at all. It doesn't go on their service record, and it allows them to seek the help that they truly need.
And then the hike is this Saturday?
Yes, sir. This Saturday in Naugatuck, Connecticut, we'll be doing the 22-kilometer hike. It's a 22 for 22 hike for veteran suicide awareness.
Let's act like I don't know the metric system.
Right.
How long is 22 kilometers?
I have no idea.
It's about 12 and a half miles. It's about a half marathon.
Okay.
Oh.
But it's a pretty intense hike, so I don't necessarily recommend it for everybody. It's probably an intermediate hike. It's got about 1,200 feet of elevation changes, but you get to walk through some of the most beautiful country you've seen. Spruce Gorge all through Naugatuck State Forest, and then you go through downtown Naugatuck, and then you end up at the finish line at the Tuttle House.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a log cabin over there that my father helped build.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
it's a good place to walk, but like you said, yeah, it's not flat ground.
No.
No, it's not at all. The good shoes and all that are necessary. Most of it's about the first 6.5 miles of it is all through the forest, so you'll get to see some beautiful landscape. You get to walk over as you come up Route 8 North between Beacon Falls and Naugatuck, you know, the mountains that you drive through. The left side, you'll be along the ridge top up there. There's a place called Toby Rock where you get to the most beautiful view of New England that you'll ever see, especially in this time of year when the leaves are changing.
I'm glad Uniroyal is gone now because it used to, you know, you'd come up from the valley and you'd go through that stretch of Route 8 and it's so beautiful, and then you'd come around the corner and just smell rubber.
Yeah.
You know,
kind of ruins the mood.
Yeah, now it's the whole trip is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Naugatuck's doing a lot of work to improve the town itself.
Mayor Hess has been doing a great job there. So we can donate to this if we don't want to do the 22-kilometer thing. Right?
I want to sit home.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, come on.
Can I help without
come on.
doing the walk? If you saw me
Crocs
hike,
and you'll be all set.
if you saw me hike, you say go home.
Yeah, exactly. You would put us on the bench for this one.
Yes, you would. Yeah, for the good of everybody.
So, yeah, absolutely. So on our Facebook page, we have a registration link for the hike, but it's also a donation link. So anyone's welcome to go to the link, and if you don't feel like hiking because don't want to or just can't,
not good at it,
or busy,
right?
Then you're welcome to just make donations via that link, and all of it, like I said, goes to Mission 22. Everyone that works on this effort, we've got well over 50 volunteers. Boy Scout Troop 12 in Naugatuck is amazing with the work that they do on the trail, especially with that recent that really bad storm we had that screwed up Oxford and a whole bunch of other towns.
Yeah,
the flooding. Yeah, the Spruce Gorge got destroyed. A couple of the bridges got destroyed, and they were out there and started repairing all that stuff, just making it sure that it's safe for the hikers. So, but yeah, the link
and those
is
are
available.
the kids that don't get the attention. We hear about the knuckleheads, but not these kids.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
What's your background?
So I'm a Navyman. I served in the military in 92 to 96 U.S.
Thank
Navy.
you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
It was my honor. And I live in Naugatuck now. I've been there for, 20 years or so. And my brother-in-law suffers. He's got PTSD. One of my best friends deals with night terrors and other challenges as well. And my brother-in-law tried to take his life. So that kind of, excuse me, that kind of shook me up a little bit. And then when that happened, I tried to find something, and I found Mission 22, and it's been basically a passion of mine ever since.
And they've worked with your brother-in-law?
He's not in that state of mind to be able to accept that kind of help. He's still struggling.
Such a problem with guys. They're like they're men, and they don't think that they think therapy is like a sign of weakness. It is not.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. It's absolutely not. It's a really big challenge to get people to understand that this is not a weakness. This is absolutely. You can't control what's going on in your mind, and you need help. And unfortunately, he's not.
He's not there
in
yet.
that place. Yeah, he's not there yet. My buddy, excuse me, one of my best friends has used Mission 22, and it's helped him. He's been connected to therapists. He's been connected to holistics type vitamins and things along those lines that have helped quite a bit to ease some of that. He's able to get some decent sleep once in a while and things along those lines. So there's absolutely a benefit right here locally.
We all have, things that we run through our head that's not healthy, but it's really dangerous when it's that negative, you know. And it's good that there are things like this, like Dave from Riverview Bistro hosted the Touch a Truck for exactly this reason.
Yes.
Was it last weekend or the weekend before?
Yeah, I think 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But AJ, thanks for coming on. Thanks for your service to the country. And we'll link up on the radio station website and count on a donation from us.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome, guys. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. All right. So, we've been talking about Diddy, and he's in this jail now. He goes from this, mansion where he snaps his finger and whatever he wants arrives.
Yeah.
Now he's in a jail.
Oops.
And apparently this jail is not a good jail to be in.
Oh, joy.
And we have a guy who spent a year there coming on next to tell us what it's like there.
Turning mostly cloudy, maybe some isolated showers today, upper 60s, 59 now in Bethany.
95 southbound delays starting around Southport, around exit 20, moving southbound through Fairfield, Norwalk, into Stanford. Got delays over 45 minutes expected right now on the Merritt Parkway. That'll be Fairfield. Right around exit 47, moving southbound, got delays of about 45 minutes as well. This traffic report brought to you by Compassion International. Every day a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year, and their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
AJ, go to havenhotchicken.com, please.
Okay, Haven Hot Chicken.
All right.
Haven Hot Chicken.
And then when you get there, click on locations.
Okay.
All right. Colin Pascarello, where do you live?
I live in Norwalk.
Okay. I don't know if they have one out there yet.
They do.
They do?
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
All right. I don't have to tell you then.
Locations. I got locations.
Locations.
Yes. We have New Haven, Orange, Norwalk, North Haven, Stores, Middletown, Newington, Oxford, and Fairfield.
Nice.
Yep. And they got a picture of the sandwich, which I want right now.
Oh, my God. That sandwich. Bananas.
It's like you could be full right now. Look at that sandwich and say, I want that sandwich right now. I don't care.
Here's the thing. And Jamie Kennedy noticed it immediately. As soon as you look at it, you're like, that's a special piece of chicken.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just we're going to get cheap chicken and throw it on a bun.
No, this is big and juicy.
No, they're very into all the details of the ingredients.
This is quality.
They got a special for the fall. It's pumpkin spice banana pudding. Now, you thought the banana pudding was great. We had the pumpkin spice on
so
Friday.
sorry I missed that one.
I'm having cravings for it.
Really?
Every day I just wake up, I'm like, pumpkin spice banana pudding.
Every day.
From Haven Hot Chicken.
I want everything.
We're doing some deal where we're going to deliver lunch, Haven Hot Chicken lunch to an office.
Can we enter?
So if you'd like to win, go to WPLR.com and register. Haven Hot Chicken has 9 locations. You heard the list. Fairfield's the newest one on the Boston Post Road there. Crispy, crunchy, juicy chicken with 5 levels of heat. The sandwich is a big buttermilk marinated boneless chicken breast, creamy vinegar saw. And by the way, you could buy a bowl of that saw.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Jennifer's a healthy eater, and her and I just went right through that.
Nice.
Crazy. So good. Open every day for everyone. Eat better chicken at Haven Hot Chicken, winner of Guy Fieri and the Food Network's Best Bite in Town. So what's it like in the detention center that Diddy is in now? Brad Rouse spent a year in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn and is on the show now. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning.
Morning.
So what happened? How'd you end up there?
So I tried illegal drugs for the first time in my mid-30s, and once I tried one, I thought I'd try them all, and then I tried, met other people in that world. Next thing I know, I'm buying drugs on the wholesale market, and one thing led to another. Got involved in an illegal drug conspiracy, pled guilty, got caught, and had some consequences, and that's why I was there.
How long was that span of time from where you tried the first drug to you're standing in front of a judge being sentenced?
Oh, being sentenced. Well, the sentence, the federal system, a long time. Before my arrest, I think it was like 11 months, maybe 14 months.
That's pretty fast.
Well, within a year.
Going
Nice.
from an absolute never tried drugs to, hey, let me try that.
You rose quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a fast.
No, I definitely was responsible. So, it happens.
Yeah.
But that's a fast downward spiral. Like you're doing good, no
quick.
drugs, and then you tried one, and whew,
Yeah. Fast track.
within a year.
Fast track, and I've been blessed with a really good life, beautiful family. I graduated from Harvard. I worked in the theater. I directed Billy Porter's one-man show at the Public, appeared on 60 Minutes too. Like I had a lot of blessings, a lot of things going well. And then, that addiction got triggered.
Wow.
I crossed a lot of lines, had some consequences, but actually going to MDC probably saved my life. So I have to be grateful in the end because I'm really glad to be alive now. And life is good.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. So this is a whole different spin on this story. You were doing very well.
Yes.
And where did you try that first drug? Was it at some showbiz party?
No, nothing to do with showbiz. Nothing to do with showbiz. It was just encounter with a stranger, and next thing I know, I was like through the Alice in Wonderland looking glass, sort of on an island of misfit toys. Other addicts, and there's just a whole alternative universe once you are in that world of people struggling with addiction. I was one of those. I was very lucky to get out, so NDC was really, in many ways, a blessing for me.
What drug was it?
Well, there were a lot of them. I would say the main one that I got in trouble
The first
for
one,
was methamphetamine. It was meth.
Okay, so you tried meth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meth wasn't the first thing you tried.
Well, it's cocaine, then meth. It was pretty quick succession.
Okay.
Wow.
So it was coke
Yeah,
originally.
yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never tried meth.
Never
Don't do
wanted
it.
to. Never wanted to.
Don't
Yeah.
do it.
No,
Don't
I'm
do it.
afraid. I feel like that's the thing that if I tried it, I would have your story.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
If I
It's
was lucky enough to
definitely
get
not
out
worth it.
alive.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man.
So it's been years since I've long-term sobriety now. I'm in the best shape of my life.
Good.
I've never been happier, and MDC was just part of one chapter of that story that got me where I am today. And so that's that. So I wish
good.
everybody who's in there, a path through that really hard experience towards atonement, healing, peace, reconciliation. It's a hard place to be. But, people get through stuff. People survive. People adapt. And that's what we want everybody to do.
You're a Harvard grad 1 minute, and then the next minute you hear that slamming of the door behind you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I say I won the Harvard jail game. That's
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that the thing you remember the most, like when you were just entering that new life of being in the detention center,
Carrying
the
your
slamming
clothes.
of the door, or what was it?
Look, it's a very shocking experience. NDC Brooklyn is a very intense place. It's a building full of a lot of volatile personalities going through a lot of despair, a lot of rage. It's, pretty volatile place. So it was just overwhelming. Of course, when I was there, I was coming through healing from a concussion. I'm coming off these drugs. So my brain is not working right.
Yeah.
So,
it's
I
very
always
intense experience.
I don't know why I'm fascinated with it, but so do you go from the court to a bus? Do you get on a bus with other prisoners? Are you driving into that detention center with a group of people by yourself in the back of like an armored car?
The marshal's van.
Yeah. What is that like?
I can tell you exactly. So the DEA agents dropped me off at Pearl Street, which is the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan, and then put into a bullpen, then shackled hands and feet, and then put on kind of like a chain to the other prisoners that are there, the other inmates, the other guys, who sort of walk there, shackled hands and feet, shuffling through a long hall onto the marshal's van, drive from Lower Manhattan to Sunset Park, Brooklyn, through various gates.
Is there any conversation in the back of the van, or is everyone quiet?
As I recall, and of course my memories are not totally clear, there's definitely some like chit-chatting. Everybody.
For some people, it's another day.
Right.
For others, it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
How did I end up here?
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
All right.
People
Gotcha.
are there for all kinds of reasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. And then, okay, the truck pulls in and the gates close behind you and you get to a secure area and the doors open and you get let out. And,
Right.
They slowly unshackle you, unchain you, they process you, take your picture, you change clothes, you basically get strip searched.
Strip search.
Like fully, like internally too?
This is...
No, I don't remember any internal, but they have to make sure the contraband isn't coming in.
Right.
So look, they're doing their job. And
Yeah.
I have to respect the people who work there.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Not fun for them either, yeah.
No, but you feel like you've lost all rights as a human. You're just done. You're
meat.
shackled
You're
to other
shock.
humans.
You're meat.
You're in a
Shock,
cage.
yeah. Yep.
You're stripped down naked.
Yep.
You have no say in any of this.
None.
Yeah, you're owned by the U.S. government, and you didn't volunteer for it. It's not like
You're
military
just like another
service.
package at the post. You're another package at the post office, just
Right.
going along the little conveyor.
Keyword package, yeah.
Brad Rouse is on, and he spent a year at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where Diddy is now, and we're going to get to what life is like there. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR. He spent a year in the detention center that Diddy's in now, and this place has been described as a pretty bad place.
Hellhole.
Like the worst in the country.
Yeah.
Brad Rouse is on, and he spent a year in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. And the facility holds about 1,200 detainees and has a reputation for very difficult conditions. In June, a guy who was 37 was stabbed to death at the jail. About a month later, a guy 36 years old died when he was hurt in a fight. And at least 4 people detained at the jail have died by suicide in the last 3 years.
Yikes.
Pretty bad place, Brad.
Look, things definitely pop off. It's a very difficult circumstance. You know, everybody who's there, certainly the people who are there as inmates, are going through the worst moments of their lives. Emotions run high. The conditions are tough. So, you know, people under that amount of stress, things definitely pop off. People get hurt. And, you know, we just have to pray for everybody who's there, that they survive, that they come through, and that the people who work there stay safe too.
So you're a Harvard guy, you get mixed up in drugs, then you end up in this really rough place. How did you survive that?
You know, I will say, there were a lot of people there who were very helpful, other inmates who, you know, because I was mentally really struggling when I got there, just with my, just coming down off the drugs, head injury. There were a lot of people very helpful, other inmates, people who worked there. There's some really incredible professionals there who did a great job. And, you know, most of my time there, I was not in a cell like Mr. Combs might be in a special housing unit. I was in a single room dorm with like 110 guys from all over the world. It was a 120-man bunk.
One room, yeah.
One dorm room. There were toilets, sleeping, eating, everything in one room. They never turned off the lights. It was really loud. But like out of those 110 guys, and there were guys from all over the world, because of course it is New York City, and people come here from all over the world, you know, to make money or do whatever. And it's Southern District of New York is a major place for, you know, big prosecutions. So it was a very intense group. But, you know, I learned a lot. I heard a lot of great stories.
But did you have to go into, like, when you're there, do they get sectioned off by
by
ethnic background, or
we were all
gangs?
mixed. We were all mixed.
Okay.
And they made an effort to like really mix even in the room,
integrate,
to keep it mixed. And actually, the density of the population, in my opinion, kept it a little peaceful, because there was a lot of incentive for everybody to keep things calm.
Nice.
All right, and then, but what are are there rules?
Yeah, of course.
Not prison rules, but like, you know,
Prisoner
it would seem
rules.
like the prisoners have their own set of rules.
Yeah.
There's certainly, on my unit, because it was so mixed of so many different groups and backgrounds all in that one room, you know, most of the rules, most of the culture of that room was to just try to keep conflict to a minimum. Certainly in big prison facilities where you can retreat into cells and hang out in groups in the yard, I think there's a much more complex culture. You know, on that one room where we're all in that room, everyone's just one day at a time trying to stay sane, stay alive, stay healthy. And because everyone wants to get home to their families, whether that's in 6 months or 16 years. So I would say the culture of that room was one to, try to keep things as calm as possible.
Did you have any encounters at all with anybody? Like, did anybody kind of get mad at you for anything?
I'm very lucky. I had no trouble. I never felt threatened. But, the other thing on my unit is I lucked out to be on a unit that was kind of older guys. So, like, just being with older people, if I'd been on a unit with, young guys, in their early 20s, it might have been a little more dangerous. But, there was a guy on my unit who was like 80 years old.
Oh.
Yeah. And, there's some like old timers on there, and they tended to really like serve as peacemakers.
So that's a detention center. It's not a long-term place, correct?
Yeah, it's a detention center. Some people who are there who are going to trial can be there for years. Some people are there just as transitioning. They're moving from one facility to another, and that's just kind of a layover. Some people are there fresh off the street. So it's a real mix of people.
Huh.
It seems like they do the opposite of what prisons do. They try to keep the number of people together in one place down.
Yeah.
This is like, let's cram 120 people into one room with toilets, eating, sleeping, lights on, noise.
Now,
it's almost a
now
form
the
of
unit
torture.
I was in is in the old building, and they just use that for women now. They use it for men and women when I was there. So most people are MDC. I think all the men are in sort of double-tiered, more recent construction, and they're all in cells.
Did you
at
ever-
night, they would be locked in cells at night, yeah.
Did you ever see a fight or see someone?
Oh, yes. Yeah, there was a man who died on my unit. There were a lot
Did
of
you
fights
see him
that popped
die?
off. I didn't see him die, but I saw because he died on the toilet, when they sort of opened, someone kicked in the stall door.
Yeah.
And he was there. He'd been there for a while, yeah.
Oh. So
So he died. How did he die?
Well, I don't know. We didn't really get a briefing from the staff.
Right.
So it was a little bit of a mystery for me, but it's a scary, intense place with all kinds of people.
Was anyone murdered by another inmate while you were there?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Certainly not in my unit. Nothing I saw.
You hear any screams
But
at night, middle of the night? I mean, like that?
Well, some people sort of moaning in their dreams, but no screams appear in the middle of the
I
night.
don't know. Maybe like someone's being attacked or something like that,
Right.
No. No, I didn't see anything like that.
All right, this doesn't sound as bad as I was imagining.
Yeah.
However, I feel like day one, I'd be like, this is 100 times worse than I thought.
Yeah, I ain't going.
Look, it's rough. We had times where there was no heat during the winter, no air conditioning during the summer. The conditions are very, very, very hard. And people are going through a very intense time, and there are fights that pop off. So I don't want to undermine the suffering of the people that are there or the difficulty of the job people who work there. I just, I'm 14 years out, and what my memory sorts for are the people that helped me survive, helped me heal, helped me get better. The guy who ran the psych department at that time was very talented, very serious guy. He's kind of a hero of mine. So, there was a mix of very difficult, very painful on my family, my parents in the visiting room. So there was a mix of pain, but looking back, it helped me heal, and I can only be grateful.
Was it like, it sounds like where you were, it was, just a community of a bunch of people stuffed in one area, older people. I'm picturing part of it being a little like Goodfellas. Like where if you have some money and some pull,
right?
You're gonna, you have wine, you have steaks.
There's privileges.
Was there any of that?
Oh no, I didn't see any of that. But I will say that there was one kind of Russian, inmate there, and when he walked into the unit, I of course didn't know him, but the Russian guys lit up like Elvis had just walked in, and they made up his bed for him and brought him some fish. So there were people that would pass through that unit that had some fame in their own world and their own circles, but there was no Goodfellas because you only have one tiny little bunk of your own and a tiny little locker and 18 inches to the next bunk. So it's not like you have any kind of enclosed personal space to quote unquote make nice or anything like that.
Yeah. Where do you think Diddy is? He's in his own room, right? Because they know if not, he'll be murdered.
Yeah, my guess is he's in what's called the SHU, the Special Housing Unit, and those are individual cells, probably 6x9, 6x10. And he'll be in solitary. There'll probably be other people on that unit who are there for various reasons, whether disciplinary or they need protective custody for one reason or another. So that's going to be hard. Being alone all day, it really plays tricks on your mind, especially if you're somebody who kind of lived like a king and then are in this very shocking, very difficult situation. There'll definitely be an adjustment. And, we just hope he comes through.
I'm okay, whatever happens.
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
I'm not rooting for one outcome or another.
Right.
Yeah, it sounds like karma's found his address.
Basically, yes.
But Brad Rouse is on. He spent a year in the detention center that Diddy's in now. You said you arrived there with a concussion, a head injury. What happened to you?
So just I had recently had an encounter with someone who like pushed my head into concrete. A little moment of conflict and confusion, and it resulted in a concussion.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like how you put it. It sounds like so much more dignified.
Right, a little more eloquent.
There was a moment of conflict, and my head ended up in a cement wall.
Yeah, it wasn't like some guy just pushed me to the wall.
We worked it out.
Some guy tried to beat my head in.
Harvard guy describing his head getting smashed against the cement wall.
It was almost like a novel. Painting a scene
You
right
can't
now.
take these things. You can't take these things too personally. You know, you just
Right.
have to move through.
We had a conflict.
Yes. It's over now.
We resolved it with my head.
We're actually friends now. He buys me Band-Aids once a year on our anniversary. Yes.
Brad.
We have to forgive people. Yes.
Yes, that's important. It's an important part of getting through life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brad, thanks for coming out. We're going to link up to your stuff on the radio station website. Congratulations to you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. This was great fun. Great fun. Thanks so much.
Great comeback for
Yes.
you, man.
Keep it
Love
up.
the story.
Okay.
Can we do a quick around the room, and this includes you on the phone, 203-882-9757. Where's the worst place you've been?
Worst
Yeah,
place.
Brad's going to win.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not a contest?
No.
But we'll all just kind of think, where's the worst place, most dangerous place you wouldn't want to go back to?
Right.
203-882-9757.
Turning mostly cloudy, maybe some isolated showers today, upper 60s, 59 now in North Haven.
95 southbound. Delays will start in Southport. This is around exit 20, heading all the way through Norwalk and Stamford. Delays of about 45 minutes expected right now. And on the Merritt Parkway southbound, that'll begin in Trumbull. Exit 52, we've got brake lights and stop-and-go traffic reported. This traffic report brought to you by Compassion International. Every day a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year, and their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
The Water Doctor.
What a doctor!
If you have well water, you should have the Water Doctor phone number and website and all of those things.
You need it.
Because you need to have that ready in case your water goes down.
It could happen.
203-732-8585 or waterdrct.com. Rick, Matt, and the whole Water Doctor family, they're there for you. They're members of the tribe. And I've had email after email where I've heard the tribe, and it happened to myself. My water went down, reached out to the Water Doctor. They came right out and got us back going that same day.
Nice.
A lot of people in the flooded areas are getting their water tested just to make sure their well's not contaminated and things are clean and things of that nature. 203-732-8585. Or if you have low pressure, inconsistent pressure, sand or sediment in your water, water spitting from the faucet, lack of water, all these things could be fixed.
Oh, yeah.
203-732-8585 or waterdrct.com. Whether you need them for your well water or if you're a tech and would like a better place to work, they're always looking for good help. waterdrct.com. Call in the worst place you've ever been. We were just talking to a guy who spent a year in the detention center that Diddy is in right now. 203-882-9757, Mike in Riverhead.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning.
So just happened to catch this show as I'm on my way to 7-Eleven for coffee, and it reminds me of the time I was in a place called the Cincinnati Workhouse. This was an old Civil War prison.
Oh.
This was back in like 1979. Now, this place, just to get right to the worst part, when they'd lock you up at night in these little like 5x8 cells with a straw mattress on a steel platform, they would hand you a bucket because there was no toilet in there. So if you wanted to do your business, you had to do it in a bucket. And in the morning, they take you to empty the bucket somewhere.
Right.
Showers were in the middle of the general population because this was all retrofitted with some rudimentary plumbing. You wanted to take a shower, you were showering in front of like 500 dudes. And fights all day long. Now, I remember the one of the funny things, though, was they had what they called ranges, which were like tiers. So I think it was like 5 tiers. And when they lock in at night, the cell door, and then you had the walkway, and then the bars that would meet the general population area, you got some whack jobs who would wait for the guards, the COs, to walk by like on their rounds, and they'd hang their junk out and try to urinate on them from like the third floor.
Yeah.
So the next thing is you just hear all these footsteps and them thump, 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 while they're like beating the guy's skull in.
Oh.
And the rats at night, you'd hear inmates screaming because the rats would be crawling on them. It was just.
How long were you in this place? Where was it?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Really?
It was eventually condemned, and I believe they bulldozed it in like the early 2000s or late 90s.
How long were you there? What were you in for?
Well, I'd rather, let's just say a misunderstanding. Fortunately, I was only there for about, I'm going to say a month before I got transferred to the more modern county jail. I spent 2 months there before I was released. And the county jail was no picnic either. My first night there, they get me there at night and lock me in my cell. And the first thing I hear is screaming from inmates, right, there's a few cells down, 2 inmates beating the heck out of each other and just, thump, 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 bang, bang, bang. And then in the morning you walk by and there's a pool of blood on the floor.
Oh.
And, you're talking just like on the movies, shivs, guys making, you could have razors, like safety razors. I think you were supposed to turn them back in, but guys are cracking the blades out, melting them into the end of toothbrushes. And, I've seen guys get sliced with these things. It was not a pretty experience.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. And it sounds like you're out of that life now.
Well, by the good graces of God, I am. Absolutely. That was, early years. I think I just turned 18 years old. I'm 63 now. So, yeah, that was quite some time ago.
What, can you tell us what the misunderstanding was?
Somebody didn't want to give me some money they had in their pocket, and I decided to just forcefully take it.
Right.
Morning, Amelia.
So, Robert.
All right. It was a loan, and
Right.
not everyone approved the loan.
Right.
But you made the withdrawal anyway.
Impromptu loan, yes.
Yeah, you were going to give the money back.
No paperwork, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
In the course of the transaction, did anyone get a paper cut, or is there any injuries?
No, none whatsoever. It was just the fear factor.
Right.
Back then,
Intimidation.
I was. Let's just say I was a little buff and hair down to the middle of my back and just a scruffy. I was scary looking. I admit it. Not my style these days, but it was an intimidation factor.
It is funny because if you committed the same crime, had short hair, wore a 3-piece suit, you would have had a fraction of the time.
Exactly.
More than likely, yeah. The only reason I got out of there, the total was 3 months, because my attorney, they were so backed on my attorney filed for a quick and speedy trial, so they couldn't get me to trial, so they had no choice but to release me on my own recognizance. And that leads to another story of later in life having the fugitive squad come to my house in Rocky Point and take me back to Ohio to pay the piper.
Oh,
a fugitive squad.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and in that one, now here's another worse place to be. They put me in a van. Ultimately, they took me from Riverhead County Jail, put me in a van, shackled ankles and wrists, and they were going to transport me back to Ohio to resolve this issue, which was ultimately resolved. Okay, you can go home now.
Yeah.
That was a misunderstanding. I was in the back of a van and or like prison transport buses for 2 weeks to get from Long Island to Cincinnati. We drove as close as we drove past Cincinnati to Indiana, back to Massachusetts, down to Tennessee. So meanwhile, shackled ankles.
Yeah, you're like
and
a piece of
wrists.
furniture in one of those moving vans that's dropping off furniture all over the place.
No GPS.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. The company that did the transport is a company called Transcor. They're a private, contractor, and the guards that are transporting you, they get a per diem to feed themselves and the fugitives. And the ones that I was with, all they wanted was Burger King. So 3 meals a day was Burger King.
Oh.
And you're eating all shackled. Well, you know what happens after about a week of Burger King is your digestive system says enough's enough.
That's been the theme of this show, by the way.
Yes, it has.
Well, I heard the yarns about the cat.
AJ fantasizing about women doing it, cats doing it to me in my face.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's
been weird.
Yeah, it's been weird.
Yeah, it's been a scatologically themed morning for sure. Well, just one real quick thought. I don't want to take up everybody's time, but in the course, there was a few adventures in the course of this transport. But at one point, the Burger King hit me. I said, "Look, I got to go. I got to go now." They eventually pulled us. It was like 3:00 in the morning. They pull into some gas station in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there's nothing around but this gas station, old-fashioned pumps and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they lead us out. I think they had us chained like 4 and 4 or something like that. And they put me on the end, opened the bathroom door, and said, "Go ahead." I'm chained to a bunch of other guys.
Right. As you let go of a Whopper.
Got one hand free, so I was able to drop trowel with my one free hand, and from about 3 feet away, just spray.
Right.
Just like just liquid poop.
Okay, we're good. This has been a really ugly theme today, and I apologize.
Yeah. Well, think about now trying to clean yourself up.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, no,
I don't want to think about it.
Right. But obviously, somehow you did it.
So the guy that was chained to you can call in and tell us the worst place he's been, and he'd win. He'd beat you.
Not by choice.
Yeah, I think if I had a bed, that poor fella, and then he had to sit chained with me in the van for who knows how long, with this, wafting of odoriferous poo.
Yeah.
It was a disaster. But hey, listen, I survived it, and here I am talking about it.
Yeah, I'm glad it's behind you, brother.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing, man. Man, we didn't even get to Ken. We didn't get to these other calls.
No.
Coming up in news, we got a guy who did a documentary on Diddy and Tupac, and did Diddy have anything to do with it? I'm wondering if he heard anything about what he's being charged with now while he was doing this whole documentary. That's coming up in news.
Turning mostly cloudy today. Maybe some isolated showers, upper 60s, 59 now in Guilford.
95 southbound, heaviest delays will begin in Southport around exit 20, moving through Norwalk and Stamford. Delays over 45 minutes through that whole stretch. Also on the Merritt Parkway southbound Trumbull, we've got stop-and-go traffic reported beginning around exit 52. This traffic report brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. That's your Chaz and AJ Connecticut Lottery traffic.
DeStefano Brothers Concrete Coating.
The best.
I have Alex coming over today. We're going to maybe talk about doing some cabinetry in the garage.
Oh, nice.
Bring it to another level.
Cool.
They are offering an easy 0% interest payment plan for 2 years. Be sure to also ask them about their full range of storage and organization solutions. Call now to meet one of their coding specialists and receive a free, no obligation quote. So if you're thinking about doing your garage, this is a good time to do it before winter.
Yeah.
And you're dragging all that salt and sand and gunk into the garage. Have the floor done. It can be done in a day. You get to pick the color. And this person who comes out, they'll give you the information, whatever level you want. I wanted, it's 4 times stronger than epoxy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lifetime warranty. Oh, okay. That's all.
for you.
That's all I really need to know.
Right.
But they do the sciencey stuff, like they grind it down, and it's this kind of chemical, and it grows roots into the floor, so it becomes part of the floor, and this is why it doesn't peel. You get whatever presentation you want.
Absolutely.
860-608-7167 or visit dbconcretecoatings.com.
This is who I am.
Ted in Stratford.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing?
Good morning. We were talking about Diddy. We were talking about the detention center that he's staying in.
Right.
Talking to someone who spent a year there. Not a great place. Then we asked the tribe to call in. Worst place you've been.
Yes.
What do you got?
Well, I was a cable technician in the late 90s, early 2000s for Cablevision in Fairfield County. And I was given a house to go install cable. So I got to the house, I went inside, and I got to the front door, and the guy had his underwears on, and I'm like wondering what's going on here. And so I said to him, I think you need to get some clothes on before I come in. And he's like, okay. Took about 3 minutes. He put clothes on. And so I came inside. And now I'm just trying to give you a picture of how the room was. You walk in the door, there's the living room. And to the right, there's another room. And to the left, there's a kitchen. But between the kitchen and the door, it's like it's not a foyer, but it's a big space. And so I'm like, okay, where would you like the cable? He goes, oh, I want the cable over here. He wanted it in the space where I told you it's not a foyer, but it's a big space enough for, I guess, a table and some chairs. And so I'm looking around to see if there's any cable outlets. And I said, okay, can you close the door? When I closed the door and turned around, 2 walls behind me were full of cockroaches. And I was like, oh, my God.
Nice.
And it was weird because they were just filled up on 2 walls like they were planted there. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this job. And then we looked in the kitchen, and it was like tons more. And so I was like, I don't think I can do this job. And he's like, oh, no, you got to do this job. And I was like, no, I don't. So he's like, oh.
Yeah, that'd be my answer.
I
too.
promised them we'd watch TV tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, sir, do you realize you have cockroaches all over your walls? He was like, oh, don't worry. You could do the cable, and if they get on you, I'll swat them off. I was like, oh, hell
Thanks
no.
for that, yeah.
And so I had to call my manager, and he's like, oh, you still have to do the job. And I was like, I'm not doing the job.
This place is bugged.
Yeah. And so I called his manager, and the AOM came out, and he looked at the house, and he's like, nobody's going to this house until it's fumigated, until they have paperwork showing that, there's no more cockroaches there. But it was a bad scene, man.
That's a bad one.
I was like, yeah, they were calling me Uncle Roach from that day on. Hey, Uncle Roach, what's up?
I couldn't do it.
At work.
I would need to leave, take all my clothes off.
Yep. Burn those clothes.
The tools. Right. I don't know if I'm putting them in my truck.
Everything new.
I don't know what to do.
Everything new.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And hose me down while you're at it.
I went through it once. I bought a television. Used, full of roaches.
Wow.
And man, it's not easy to get them out of your house.
No.
This was a long time ago, and it still haunts me. All right, Ken. Thank you.
They bought me a new pair of boots and everything. Because,
That's good.
That was nice.
They were like, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you guys have a good day.
All right, thank you.
That's creepy. I just got my skin crawling.
Yeah.
Not big on bugs.
Nope.
A whole wall. No.
Yeah.
I'm like, ah!
A whole wall.
Yeah. I'm running out.
During the day. If they're out during the day, then just guess what's happening at night.
Seriously. Oh. You can't eat in there. You can't do anything in there. We're transporting those bugs around with them other places he went.
All right, we have Mike Dorsey on the phone. He's a television producer, editor, and documentary filmmaker. He made a documentary about Diddy and Tupac. Did you come away from that thinking that Diddy had something to do with that murder?
I did, yeah. I believe, the person who's currently under arrest right now and awaiting trial for that murder is claimed that Diddy had something to do with it. There was a connection. So, and I believe his account. I do.
Okay, and the police don't have Diddy listed as a suspect. They just feel like this guy's saying that, and there was no real connection. That this was a beef between the shooter's cousin and Tupac.
Right.
That's
it was it was two things. The night that it actually happened, it happened because Keefe D, the guy who's currently awaiting trial, his nephew got beat up by Tupac and Suge Knight and the rest of their entourage. And that's what sparked it. But Keefe D claims that prior to that, weeks or months before then, Puffy had asked him to kind of take care of the problem, essentially. So it was kind of two things that night, two contributing factors. The fight, but then also the fact that, hey, maybe we could also, get some money for doing this thing that we're thinking about doing anyways. But in Puffy's defense, there was no other witness to, this guy's claim that they had this conversation. It was just...
Right. It sounds like this guy's going down. He knows he's going down, and he thought, well, if I could take this guy with me, why not?
Right.
But when you were
Possibly,
doing,
but yeah.
when you were doing this documentary, all the research and stuff, Mike, did you hear about these freak offs,
yeah.
all this?
No, I didn't hear anything about Puff that was sexual in nature. None of these charges he's facing now, the sex trafficking and all that. What I came across was just a history of violence, a history of assaulting people and threatening people, which is interesting because it's counter to the public image that he puts out there. It seems like he was behaving behind the scenes very similarly to the way that Suge Knight behaved. But publicly, that was Suge Knight's reputation. That was not, Puffy's brand was not, I'm this kind of acting like a gangster, threatening and beating people up when I don't get my way.
Well, I do remember he shot someone in the face in the bar when a rapper threw money at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the famous nightclub shooting in Manhattan in 1999, which he was acquitted of, and one of his artists, a lot of people think, took the rap for it, kind of took the fall.
Yeah,
an artist named Shine went to prison for years for it, and Shine is out now, has been out for years, and he even has said that everybody knows I took the fall for that, and Puffy ruined his life.
Right.
And yeah. You didn't hear any of these sexual parties, any of these freak offs. None of this came up as you were doing this documentary.
No, there were always rumors about his sexuality. He might be bi or something like that.
Everyone knew this. Did everyone know this?
I don't know if it was. Yeah, it was rumored. That's the main thing I always heard was just rumors of that, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I never paid much attention.
Right.
to
There's
it.
nothing wrong with it, but I didn't know. I just because he was always with hot women.
Yeah, I had
beautiful
no idea.
women, and
I had no idea.
Exactly. But the assaulting people. I mean, that same year of the Manhattan nightclub shooting, he assaulted a record executive named Steve Stout in his office.
That's right.
Over a music video, and that guy ended up saying I want him to go to jail, but ended up taking $500,000 instead to make it go away. And that's how a lot of times these guys, people with means, that's how they handle their problems.
Right.
They get into trouble like that, and then they just pay them off. Suge Knight allegedly did the same thing for years. That's how they got away with it.
Are you going to do a documentary on this?
I have definitely. I've been approached, so I have a feeling I will. I mean, other
you
people
already have footage.
It's true.
Right.
That you could use.
Right.
Yeah.
What is of all the things you've heard from this news story? See, I got sucked in. At first, I wasn't interested.
Yeah.
I never cared about this guy. He was always just peripheral headline. And then now I'm sucked in. My wife is like on this, like it's the royal wedding, and then my son's into it, and I'm like, all right, I'm paying attention now. What has been the most surprising story that you've heard in the last couple of weeks come out?
Everybody, the video of him assaulting his girlfriend Cassie Ventura in that hotel hallway,
that was nasty.
Horrible.
Where it looked like she maybe tried to sneak out while he was in the shower, and he chases down the hall in just a towel, and I mean brutally assaults her, and completely indefensible. There's no excuse for what he does to her in that hallway. That one, and then that backed up some claims that she had made in her lawsuit. There were specific things in that video that she had said happened. So it gave her a lot of credibility. And then the other thing was from that same lawsuit, she told an anecdote about one night she's at his mansion in the hills in L.A., and somebody tells him that Suge Knight is down the street on Sunset Boulevard at a deli, a famous deli that's there. And she claims that he grabs some guns and goes down there like he's going to kill Suge Knight. And apparently at kind of the last minute there down in the parking lot of this deli, one of his friends, talks him out of it, and he doesn't go through it. But that was another anecdote from her lawsuit. And it was crazy to me because that was years and years after the murders of Tupac and Biggie, but it seems there was still that I want to get revenge for what happened in the 90s, a decade or more later.
Right, yeah, like he holds on to everything.
Just can't let go.
Right. Especially considering he had moved to L.A., by that point. It's interesting to me that you would think that if you moved to L.A., well, that kind of, we've buried the hatchet, moving on. So, it was very surprising.
For me, it was the amount of male sex toys.
Yeah. Or the lube.
The lube was, The lube was weird. Like, do you need to? Do you use it
bottles.
so much? It was like 1,000. But they did a rough estimate of the count on the bottle. It was like around 1,000 bottles.
Still more
like
than
so.
one.
Somebody looked at the room and they're like, okay, let's see, case of 10.
Right.
It's around 1,000. But what was interesting to me, they had an exact number of the sex toys. Someone sat there,
right?
Hopefully with gloves.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 679.
This one comes with 3
Right. 713.
Do I count this as one? It's a shake weight.
and that lends, credibility to the claims that these were big parties. That is not one person. You know what I mean? That is
Party
not two
favors?
people. That's I guess.
Now, wait. So I, over the years, have had a lot of parties at the house, and I have those little red plastic solo cup shot glasses.
Okay.
I have a lot of them.
Right.
Like a lot. Because, you have a party, and then you buy some, you don't use them.
Yeah.
And then you have another party, you buy some more, you don't use them all. And then you're going through boxes, and you're like, oh, my God, I have a whole set here, and I have a whole set here.
Right.
And then you put them all together.
Right.
So I wouldn't say he thought, hey, I got a toy for every butthole.
Right.
Like, I think it was, well, we got there's a white theme party here,
Right.
so we're going to get this color.
Right,
And then
right.
there's the pink party, and we got to have that.
You
And
can't forget New Year's Eve.
These are all the leftovers.
Yeah,
we got to have the
New Year's Eve.
we got to have the spaceship party.
Right. New Year's Eve is when lights up.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the memes that people are posting now? It's like with
They're the
all
best.
the lube, and
Yeah.
they're like when they were raiding the Diddy house, and it's just people just slipping all over the place. Those have been getting me so good. Just people climbing up like a one of those slides, and they're all just falling down at the same time. It's so good.
Well, yeah. And somebody made an AI image of supposed to be the raid, and it was like a room with 1,000 bottles of baby oil with the SWAT cops in the background.
We're having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. The amount of sex toys in one location.
One, yeah. It's probably a lot more.
Was
for
what
adults.
was the number? Does anyone have that? It was either 670 or 760. It was
a lot. I don't know the
hundreds.
number
It was hundreds.
It was 100, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
closer
It
to
was-
1,000 than it was to one.
Yeah, it was more than you would have stocked at a Walgreens.
784.
One
Yep.
house, yeah.
I'm going to play that number.
784. Why not? Daily number.
Wow, 784.
Yeah.
Is it all in one room? Like you open the closet doors, like
Right.
Don't go in there, Mom.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Was it scattered?
Right. You sit on the couch. What did I just sit on?
Oh, there had to
You don't
be
want to know.
a couple of cases.
Yeah.
Or like just giant treasure chest trunks.
Right. And he was looked like Grimace.
But also that lends itself to some. I think there's more shoes that are definitely going to draw from this, and that's he didn't do this on his own.
Right.
There were staff that had to, they said their staff that had to go in and prepared the rooms for these parties, clean up after them.
Right.
And, people knew, not everybody would have known what was going on, but I think plenty of people did know.
He should have named
kept their
Dildies.
mouth shut.
Well, just imagine sending someone off to buy all that. Like, where do you go to Costco, just being like, all right,
Yeah,
let
do
me
you get it
in
in bulk? Yeah, right.
Yeah, and there's no way nobody's thinking, well, this is normal.
Right.
This is a normal task for an intern to get. Right.
That's right. An assistant had to, with a clipboard, write down items for the party.
Right.
X amount of champagne.
Right. I'm going to the store.
Call the caterer. Get 789 sex toys.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What did you say? Did he 784? Okay,
784.
got it.
Right.
Yeah.
How about a couple extra case? People show up.
Man. Yeah, and people are just coming out of the woodwork now and with stories. And celebrities seem to be very afraid right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people just not even talking about it.
Deleting their
Ashton
ex accounts.
Kutcher.
Yeah.
There's this interview or podcast, where you eating hot wings and then you answering
hot wing
questions.
challenge. Yes.
Yeah, what is it?
Hot ones.
Hot ones.
Hot ones. Yeah. Hot ones. Yeah.
He did a segment on there, and they talked to him about or asked him about the Diddy parties.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't. There's some stuff. I got some stories,
Give me
but
the
I
hottest
can't
one you
tell
got.
them.
Yeah.
LeBron
Right. 'Cause a lot
James,
of-
there's clips of him going
So,
around.
Yeah. So the biggest thing that I keep seeing is that like it's which parties people went to. So it's like the hardest part to tell is like a lot of people went to those parties.
Yeah.
But who went to those specific ones?
Right.
Freak-offs,
And
right.
so
Yeah.
that's like the crazy thing. And they're saying
Yeah,
they
his
have-
white Puffy's white parties were famous
Daniel,
for
yeah.
decades, and those are just legitimate
think it was Daniel.
big parties that everybody's wants to get invited to. There's that legit party, and then there's what happened. I guess the after party is the other thing, right?
Yeah,
And then they say Hollywood is a small town in a big city,
right.
so. Like in the thing, with Kutcher, any of these celebrities, there's some that went to these parties, so they don't obviously talk about it for that reason. Others, they probably realize they know people who went.
There are
and
so
they
many
don't want
people-
to talk for that same reason, you know?
So many folks are deleting their X accounts. I know that, like Pink, all these other artists are all deleting their X accounts.
That's right. Somebody deleted like all
And
7,000
then-
of their posts recently.
Megan Fox
Right,
did
Megan
that.
Fox,
and then
yeah.
also like there are CEOs that are stepping down.
Yeah.
And there's like people like
Like
and they
what
have-
CEOs?
I don't know, but there's these companies that I've never really heard of, but like I've seen that like some CEOs have been resigning, and then also there's they're saying they have like film from some of the parties, and it's like people are like Kevin Hart's like they're throwing Kevin
Wow.
Hart in this, and it's just
Wow.
like apparently his wife isn't talking
So
to
he-
him, and they're just like it's really just picking up and just going.
Well, it's funny when
Usher,
Yeah, go ahead.
Usher deleted 7,000 tweets, all of his tweets 2 days ago. And Usher was, of course, a bad boy artist. He
Yes.
started with Combs back in the 90s.
Right.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody said to me a couple weeks ago, "This is going to make Jeffrey Epstein look like a Boy Scout." I said, "No, stop."
I don't think it's only because these are celebrities that like don't have as
Well, it
much
keeps
power,
getting worse, too.
Whereas Jeffrey Epstein had like probably people where it was like, oh yeah, no, we can take him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of names in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also Epstein, they've never really fully released all the people. They've really kept that one under wraps. Who, I think the majority of the people that partied with Epstein, we don't know about. Whereas with the Puffy thing, I think we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is what is this that you just handed me, Ruth? This is if you're a conspiracy-minded individual, this is probably right up your alley.
Okay.
There's a list of CEOs here. Most comprehensive list of CEOs who have resigned following Diddy's detainment.
Well, it's not the guy from any sex toy place.
Nike,
Nike. Oh.
Warner Music Japan.
Wow.
Sony Music Nashville. Village Supermarket. I'm guessing that's where the lube came from. I don't know.
Or bananas.
TD Bank.
Wow.
AYR Wellness, cannabis operator.
Nice.
Wow. This is pretty big.
This is deep.
Pretty big.
I think if you're a CEO and you're planning to retire anyways, now's not the time to do it. Just put it off.
Yeah. Wait.
People will assume.
Yes, right. You'll end up on this list. Good point.
Keep the heat off.
Hey, Mike, let's
Right.
stay in touch, man. And I think you got another documentary here.
I do too. And
Yeah.
and the trial for Tupac's murder comes around in March, and who knows what all is going to come out more. When that happens. When someone like Puffy is kind of wounded, like he is right now publicly, people come out of the woodwork and say things they were afraid to say before. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next few months.
Mike Dorsey, television producer, editor, and documentary filmmaker. We're linked up to his stuff on WPLR.com. Thank you, sir.
You want to keep the heat in your house, the AC in your house, and you want to know 2 words, window Nation.
Window Nation.
And you know what? You buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free, plus pay nothing, no interest for 2 full years. Now, most of your house, the cold, the AC, the heat goes to those like really bad windows you have in your house. What you need to do is get brand new windows. Theirs are energy efficient. They're beautiful, and they are the window experts. They can install your new windows in 1 day or less. And the best way to do it is get a free and obligation quote right now by calling 866-90-NATION. 866-90-NATION, or visit windownation.com. Windownation.com. Tell them that Chaz and AJ sent you.
Fake doctor allegedly performed penis surgeries for 20 years.
Oh. Fake one.
This guy in Thailand has been accused of performing penis enlargement surgeries without a license.
Oh. You wake up with a sausage taped to you.
I gotta find one with a license. Then.
I don't
You're
know. He went
certified
for 20 years. He must have been doing something right.
Yeah, seriously. No complaints.
The 36-year-old allegedly 36.
What?
Wow.
Wait a minute.
This can't be real. There's no way.
Wait a minute.
20 years.
I'm no mathematician.
Maybe he looks older for his age. It's Thailand.
Yeah, you usually look younger.
Yep.
All right. The guy admitted to advertising his services online and claims he taught himself how to do these implants when he was only 14 years old.
See, YouTube videos, man. Teach you everything.
However,
he's watching YouTube.
right, just Google right now. Go to YouTube first.
Okay, YouTube. Okay. My computer's gonna be so tagged.
Like and subscribe.
Right. YouTube. Okay.
And type in how to perform penis enlargement surgery.
Okay. How?
Phil, are you doing this too? So we can.
I'm
grab
trying to see if this guy's real. There's a ton of pictures of him.
How to perform penis enlargement? Penis enlargement. Okay. Penis enlargement surgery. Come on, you. Come on.
What do you mean, not you?
No. I'm yelling at the computer. Okay, I click on it, and let's see here. What you should know: 3 ways to enlarge
Click
your
on
penis.
video.
Right. I'm on videos.
All right.
I'm on videos. There's one penile enlargement surgery plus 3 centimeters lengthening, thickening. Dr. Everin Isick. Let's see here.
All right, so there's
there's actual stuff on here.
Yeah, but you asked how to, right?
Yes. I said how to perform penis enlargement surgery. Yeah, I'm
Do it yourself.
Right.
Put in do it yourself.
Okay,
Penile
DIY?
enlargement
DIY.
surgery.
DIY. DIY, okay.
YouTube wasn't founded till 2005, so if he was doing this for 20 years,
It might have been
he was
some
using
other-
a different service.
Oh, no.
Right.
Yeah,
Ask Jeeves.
Right. DIY trend for
Picture a guy in a butler outfit now
There's
performing penile enlargement surgery.
There's DIY trend for penis enhancement. 3 ways to enlarge your penis.
How many ways?
3.
Three.
Ooh. 3. Right.
There's not like a video with a bicycle pump.
And the
or
guy
something?
looks. And the guy who's doing the video looks like from Thailand.
Okay.
It's very Thailandish. Right now, he's showing me how he put he put took out a meter, one of those fold away rulers, and pulled out 3 inches of the ruler. Right now, for some reason, he's got a
3 inches.
He's got a cardboard lamb. I don't know why.
You know what?
He has a cardboard
A
lamb.
little cardboard cutout lamb that he's getting ready to measure.
Being-
it looks like a lamb.
I was gonna say, being from Thailand and doing penis enlargement surgeries is not helping the stereotype.
Right. Okay. Apparently, this little lamb is only 1.5 inches. It's Dr. Robert Chen, MD. 3 ways to enlarge your penis.
You have volume over
I
there?
can't believe I'm watching this. It's not going to come through your computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you hear it?
No, I have to switch over to.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
Oh, there's 3 different doors. Injecting fat into your penis. That's door number 1. Cutting a ligament on the penis. Okay. That's 2. Number 3. A wrap for your penis. Okay, so now he's going to talk about injecting fat into your penis.
You know, we can make an edit of you from this show today.
This thing over here.
That would probably put you in prison.
Yes, it would.
Definitely.
Yes. I just watched him stick a needle into it.
Ah.
No.
Anyway, this guy's been charged with running an unauthorized medical clinic and providing medical services without a license.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder how many he's done.
Yeah, how much it costs?
Been doing it for 20 years.
20
Oh,
years, right?
God.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Ah.
Yep. Make a big deal out of everything.
Okay. Stump the Chumps for Anthony Rodia tickets. You'll get in the running for them if you could stump us with John Travolta trivia.
Yeah.
203 882-9757. Chaz and AJ in the morning, 99.1 PLR, 95, whatever. We don't say that one anymore.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No.
Stump the Chumps, famous Italians this week because we're giving away tickets for Anthony Rodia at the Waterbury Palace. Stump us with John Travolta trivia. Get tickets for Anthony Rodia. 203-882-9757. Andre and Derby.
All right. What's the name of John Travolta's second album?
Second album. I know there's a song called "Let Her In."
Right.
I don't know the name of the first album.
Well, he was on Grease.
Yeah, but
the
that's
soundtrack.
not what he's talking about.
Yeah,
he had two solo albums at least. Let's see. The first one was probably Meet John Travolta.
It was Whenever I'm Away From You.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Can't Let You Go.
Damn it.
I mean, who doesn't know that? Come on.
I know.
Right. I'm surprised I remember the damn thing called Let Her In.
All right, you are in the running.
Nice.
Yo.
Anthony in Brantford.
Good morning, folks. I got an easy one for you, I think. What's his middle name?
Why do we get stuck on this one?
John Jacob.
Jingle Hammerschmitz. His name is my name, dude. Let's see. Anthony, Michael, Frank. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, isn't it Frank? Am I, am
That was yesterday.
No, that was yesterday. Damn it. Anybody? Bueller? Anybody?
I don't know. John Jacob is. It sounds good now,
right?
John Jim.
It's got to be Italian.
You know,
It's gotta be Italian.
hysterical is that we get nabbed on this one every day.
We should turn around and say no more middle names.
John Michael.
Yeah, let's go
John
Michael.
That's
Travolta.
it.
John Michael.
We're gonna go with Michael.
Yes.
You were closer with the Jacob. It's actually Joseph.
Damn it.
John Joseph.
John Joseph.
All right, folks, have a good day.
All right, you're in the running.
Yep.
Why do we
Well,
never think to look this up ahead of time?
I know.
It's like 20. It's
know
like
what?
20 games in a row
But
now.
you can read up on all these damn trivia questions until no one asks the damn things.
203-882-9757. John Travolta trivia. Jeff in New Haven.
New Jersey.
Good morning. How many aircraft does he own?
How many what?
Aircraft.
Aircraft. We know he has at least one.
784.
Because he parked different kind of aircraft.
Interesting, Colin. You remember that number.
Different kind of hangar. He parks them elsewhere. I know he parks them on his lawn. He actually
he has
parks,
a runway at his house.
Yeah. I don't know.
6.
Yeah, let's go with 6.
Yeah, that's a good number.
Close. 5.
Damn it.
Damn.
Nice, Jeff.
Now, he just bought one. You didn't
Nice.
count that one, Jeff.
Right.
Thank you.
Did he
All
sell
right.
one?
We are, you are in the running. We haven't gotten one yet. Emma.
How many jet licenses does he have?
Jet licenses?
Okay.
Can you only have one, really?
Jet or pilot?
They call it a jet license. I don't know, maybe I don't know, because it's a different category.
Right. So I'm guessing only one.
No, there's different levels.
Different levels.
They're right, different levels.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and he has the highest level you can get.
Yeah, I mean, he can fly a jumbo jet.
Yeah. So I don't know. 3?
3 sounds nice. Yeah.
Like the owl.
Yes.
1? I don't know. Let's see.
3?
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. 3.
He is the holder of 8
8
jet licenses.
Oh.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
I know.
Well,
8.
He's an
Imagine
odd
like
person.
each larger aircraft that you have to have a license for it.
Yeah, no, I get that, but
can't
you would
just go-
think they
yeah.
would narrow it down to 3 different categories.
He's got 5 planes and 8 licenses.
The little small
Small,
ones
medium, and large.
that come
There you
into
go.
Oxford.
Yeah.
Yeah, small, medium, large. Exactly right.
Just like they do at Dairy Queen. You know, come on.
Right. How many do we need here? Yes. All right, Emma, you're in the running. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, John Travolta trivia at Stump the Chump. Stump us, get in the running for Anthony Rodia tickets coming to the Palace in Waterbury. Sarah.
Hi. Okay. Who was his first love?
New Jersey.
His first love?
Yep.
Was the lady in Boy in the Plastic Bubble, that actress? Whose name escapes me right now. I know he.
That was the first time I saw someone do the push-ups where you clap.
Right.
Clapping push-ups.
Right. Gina,
Remember-
what'd you run away for? Gina.
Everyone in school were doing them the next day.
Yeah.
And
It's a
failing.
good way to break your nose. Yeah. I can't think of the actress's name, but if I mention the movie, the show he was on, is that close enough? The lady from Boy in the Plastic Bubble.
I don't know. Does that count? It's not the name, but
Yeah, it really doesn't count.
Fine.
What is it? Who is
Yeah,
it?
What is it?
Diana Hyland.
Diana Hyland. Yep.
Is that it?
Yep. Read it earlier. Couldn't think of the name.
Am I in?
You're in.
Yeah, why not?
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You're in the bubble.
John, Lake Grove, Long Island. You can't win, but you can embarrass us.
Yes.
I don't know if it's possible.
Everybody
actually.
else is.
All right. What's the name of John Travolta's son?
Jet. Well, he's dead now, but Jet.
Does he have more than one
I
son?
believe he has more
There's-
than one child.
There's another name that I'm thinking of. It's kind of a very oddball name.
Plane.
That's close.
Aero Force. Cessna.
How many kids does he have?
Seriously.
That I'm not sure of, honestly.
Yeah.
I never forgot this. I never forgot the son's name. It was wacky.
Oh, all right. Well, give it to us.
Pilot Inspector.
Pilot.
Oh, that's right.
I would hate my father.
Seriously.
I would just really. Did you have to do that
Right?
to me?
That poor kid, man.
Right.
Are 8 licenses not enough? You got to name your kid.
That
Pilot
is
too?
right.
Jason Lee
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Oh, so it's not Travolta.
That is not John Travolta.
Right. Everybody knows he has a daughter named Landing Gear.
Stranded at the drive-in.
Yeah.
Stranded.
Yay.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you,
You have a
John.
good one.
Thank you.
What will
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for calling. We had a, I don't want to call it a rock death because it was more southern rock, country rock.
Right.
But Freddie Salem, guitarist of the Outlaws, died at the age of 70.
Aw.
He joined the group in 1977 and contributed to hits like Riders in the Sky and Green Grass and High Tides. I saw them, he wasn't playing with them, but I saw them open for Leonard Skinner.
Oh, really?
They all look like they've had a pretty hard life.
Yeah, they rode hard.
Yeah, they rode hard.
Yeah.
They rode hard.
And this was actually used for the Ghost Rider movie with Nicolas Cage.
No.
Yeah, every time I hear this song, I think of that him on the motorcycle turning to flames, and like, who was it? Sam Elliott was like the guy who like ran the cemetery, and he's like on a flaming horse. He's also a skeleton.
So, final thoughts?
Who needs that much lube anyway?
Colin Pascarella.
What's up? I will say I had fun doing the Duty Diddy Hour. This was
It was
Great morning.
one hell of a show.
Yes.
Duty and Diddy.
Yes.
Colin is hosting an open mic night tonight at the New York Comedy Club in Stamford. Ruth?
I have a birthday shout out. Kim in Manchester from Kooky Karen and Gizmo from Milford. Happy birthday, Kim.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Phil?
Keep your toenail clippings to yourself.
Keep what you imagine when you see pretty women to yourself.
Yes, I will.
Chaz and AJ.
AJ, when you get to the shed later, you can picture me as a hot chick making duty on the funnel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't be doing that anytime soon.
Yeah.
Chaz and AJ.
Hey, yo, AJ, doing AJ.
Oh, Ducky.
Chaz and AJ.
Well, ain't that just a cat's ass? Yeah.
Chaz and AJ.
Who are the hookers in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood. In your neighborhood.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chaz and AJ.
Oh, good for you. Yeah. If your chick don't want to know, forget it.
Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chaz and AJ.
Oh, the Marley brothers are going to smoke up the amp tonight. Whoop, whoop.
Chaz and AJ.
That guy's an idiot. Where's the sunshine? Anyway, I rule.
Look through your funnel.
What the hell was that?
Someone will kill me if they find out.
Chaz and AJ.
It's always a crap-filled adventure on Chaz and AJ in the morning.
Yeah.
Chaz and AJ.
Smell my hand.
Oh, come on!
Chaz and AJ.
Most guys think I'm making whoopee when they see a hot girl. AJ thinks of duty.
Think of your
That
mama.
explains so much.
Your sister's ass!
That too.
Chaz and AJ.
Hi! You want Chinese food? We do deliver.
Nah, move on.
I don't know.
Chaz and AJ.
He said duty. Yeah.
Nah, Jody. And Lois.
Chaz and AJ.
AJ, you suck, you loser.
Hi, Mom. How you doing? I don't know.
Chaz and AJ.
Hey, I think you guys are terrific, and so is my girlfriend, Pam Greco. Woo-hoo!
Thank you.
I don't know.
Chaz and AJ.
It's gonna be a real fashion Christmas.
Thanks.
Joe Biden. Oh, I never even started. How about now, Joe Biden?